Me. So, does that include a backup goalkeeper?
Yes.
Okay. So nobody in your lineup will be somebody that was a starter before. All right. So I am going with this lineup instead then.
96 points in one half is wild. 217 minus 96. 121 points needed or 30 points each quarter. Okay, that's not going to happen. I almost won big today. Let's do responsibilities, match.
Wait a minute. We're tied for first of the table.
Yes, we are.
Well, I just didn't know that. That actually shocks me. I just looked over and looked at the Premier League standings to realize you and I are at the top. Let's just end it now. We're done. I'm kidding,
Oh,
obviously.
then let's stop the count.
I'm just, you won all three of your opening games. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And who scored the first goal of the season? Mr. John Watts.
Uh, it's not showing me your goal scorers on here. It's supposed to. Well, there's the odds. Oh, wait a minute. Copy. There we go. It's because the thing wasn't up. Twasn't up.
Hmm.
There we go. All right. So, yep,
John
John.
Watts might have scored
Wait,
the game winner.
he scored the winner. He didn't score the first goal. I was going to say Davenport scored the first goal. Yeah.
All right, so I said these two games, all backups. Interesting. This is Dr. Pepper and cream soda.
uh, yeah, Dr. Pepper cream soda. That's pretty good.
Well, it's yeah. It says and cream soda,
Right. Yeah.
but I guess these are blind.
It is. They're combined, and but it's good. We have it here. I know, surprising. Whoa.
I know, right? I've only had one taste, but I'll let you know how it is after I
Oh,
finish
you're
it.
going to tell me how it is, are you?
Oh, well, you probably already know, actually. Never mind.
No, but I mean, you're going to tell me how it is, are you? Listen, this is how it is. Just reminded me of that Family Guy thing. 'Cause you got to be a toothpick guy. You got to go everywhere with a toothpick in your mouth, and every time you say something, you got to open up with. So here's what you're going to do. uh,
When did we get a scouting report of this guy? 8 minutes.
Thundercats. Zoom.
We pay all of his wages, we'll let him go. Optional future fee of 30,000. Make that 45. Portsmouth's that bad? Oh, they're in League Two. They are that bad.
Uh, wow, that's it's surprising. I figured they would have recovered a little bit more by now.
Yeah. Mm. Okay. paying all these wages, so I'm not gonna complain.
Oh, my U21's got to play first. Okay, that figures. And quite a few of them are going to be playing this next game. So I will immediately have to rest them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days.
Sorry, I couldn't hear anything you said just then.
What? Oh, sorry, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
You
Wayne.
were talking to me, then it doesn't matter.
No, I'm talking to myself mostly. I just got to remember to rest my guys because my U21's played, but a whole bunch of them are going to be playing against you. So I have to make sure that they rest between.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing terribly important. Footballs. These footballs. Or was that Adam Sandler movie? You're playing the foosball.
No one wants to go out on one.
I bet you you've learned more about football watching me play this than you've ever cared to know about in your life. But that's just how awesome you are. You're very supportive. Yeah, we played some shooter game last night, but nobody was around, so I didn't broadcast it. I learned goddamn nothing. Yeah, but it's still more than you ever learned about it in your life. See? Well, I guess nothing times nothing is still nothing. All right, you got me there.
Now, if this was real life, would this be considered collusion if both managers agree to play their backups before the start of the match?
It's actually been known to happen, and that question has been asked, and yes. Every other team in the league said that they were colluding.
Okay.
But there is actually precedent for that particular thing, though. Two managers did actually talk to each other prior to a game and agree to play backups because both of them were prioritizing their European club fixtures afterwards. So
this makes sense.
It happened. And then it was revealed because of that kind of stuff always will come to light. And then, yeah, every other team in the league was like, that's collusion. And the FA found in favor of that being the case, but they didn't punish them. They just told them they can't do it again. Primarily because there was no precedent set ahead of time, so they couldn't actually know that that was against the rules, so to speak. I would have watched last night by 9. Sleep kicked me in the... Oh, no, it's not a big deal, Wayne. Not a big deal at all. Not a problem. I'm primarily only doing this game now because I actually have an audience for this game. But if you're ever online, or sometimes Dan wants me to stream. So Dan wanted me to stream a game once, so I did, and I love doing that. So anytime you need, if you need something to, heckle or make me laugh hysterically at, which I always appreciate every time.
Sure. Sure, take it.
Let's see. This guy is good for judging ability. England.
Sorry.
Is there no unemployed friggin' scouts anywhere? I mean, I can hire a bunch of scouts from AGF, it looks like.
No.
Why wouldn't I? You can't stop me.
Please.
What? Why? They're good scouts.
Oh, AGF, not Rochdale. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
AGF will live, man. They'll be okay. Like, look at this guy. He can scout in like 10 million nations. Yeah, I want this guy. Both probably resign with AGF before they join me, but that's okay. I'm one of those pity. Any game you are playing with the guys, you should stream. Okay. I will increase that more then. I'm not going to argue with you on that one. Anytime a subscriber asks me to do something, I tend to do it unless it's outrageous. And even then, I strongly consider it. That's just your opinion, but your opinion matters to me. You know that. So yeah, that sounds good. Stream more often when I'm playing games with those silly guys. So yeah, Fridays I'll definitely keep the the endless space, which is not actually endless, game going. I do like doing that one. Sunday I've been playing Monster Hunter with Ochi, but I haven't been streaming that primarily because I was new to it. I didn't want anybody to laugh too hard. Hi, Drop Bear. It's going really good. Thanks. But also because I didn't know anybody would be interested in it. But then Dan actually asked me to stream that because he wants to see it. Nice to see Villa win last night. I forgot to check the scores today. I had a really busy day. I have been doing stuff nonstop right until I sat down here to play. So
Wow.
I know that's not like me. Usually I know everything that happened. I know Liverpool won. That I know. I had a notification on my phone of that, and I gave myself a little fist bump and realized, oh, it was only 2-0 against Sheffield United, but we'll take it. City dropping points. So let's see. Yep, Villa beat Manchester City. Wow. Damn right they did. United beat Chelsea. I was wondering how that one would go. Brentford beat Brighton. That's a bit of a surprise. Bournemouth beat Crystal Palace. Whatever, who cares? Wow, Fulham beat Forest 5-0. Aston Villa is definitely, like, everybody's like, oh, they're pushing to be a top 14, but it isn't realistic. They're beating good teams. Like, holy crap.
Sorry, I just got an influx of scouting reports that I'm looking at.
No, take your time. This is good. I'm getting caught up on what's going on because it's just. I remember saying that when Unai Emery went to Aston Villa, I was like, well, that's going to be a really underrated situation for him because, like, he knows how to get the most out of players. And I gotta say, I feel sorry for Luton. Why would you? But I gotta say that Emery is a very good manager. Like, I thought that when he was at Arsenal too. Like, he got a lot out of a bunch of whiners on that team. If he'd stuck around like another season, I think they would have pushed for the title, much like they are now. But wow, has he got Aston Villa playing well? Oh, Luton was. Wait, when was that? Oh, the other day they were 3-3 with Arsenal with 10 minutes left, and Arsenal scored the winner. That's 2 days worth of football I missed somehow. I guess I was busy yesterday too. So forgive me. 97th minute winner. Ouch. Well, you know how it is. Just don't concede. They didn't do well enough if they didn't protect the lead. That's just the only way to look at it. So yeah, yep. Luton is 1 point. They were up 3-2 at one point. Well, I mean, hate to say it, I don't feel bad for them. That's just, you got to play better. If you want to stay up and survive in the league, you have to be able to wrap up those points, right?
Yep.
Who's leaving? Oh, I don't care about this guy. Holy shit. How much longer is left on his contract? I'm just going to friggin' wait. Let's go for a mutual termination of his contract. I'm already sick of this guy whining. Got this U18s guy. He's unwilling to terminate his contract. Yeah. He's bitching, pissing, and moaning that I won't let him leave for free. So I'm like, fine, I'll rip up your contract. And he won't let me do that. Because I won't sell him for zero to all these other teams that keep bidding on him. I don't get it. He's like some nobody in my U18s that I honestly don't even know who he is. He walks in my office. I'm like, who are you? I play on your team? You do? Wow. You must suck because I don't remember you. That's how that conversation happened in my little role play world. Kluivert accepts AGF offer. Stupid. See, I told you. I bet you they're just going to re-sign with them. And so far, I'm right. Staff search. Okay, let's try this again. Because none of the good scouts are free right now. Oh, this guy can scout everyone in the universe. How did AGF got all these great scouts?
Yeah.
I think it's because you hire them and then assign them to scout like way out of their knowledge range.
It's definitely possible.
And so they just accumulate all of these countries under their knowledge range.
Did that bug get fixed in this game?
Which bug?
It did. Now we can see scouting knowledge. One day we weren't able to see the scouting knowledge of our scouts, but that's been fixed.
Aston Villa is going to be a top 4 team. Emery has them playing amazing football right now. Mark my words, they're going to finish in a European spot. I'm not saying top 4 for sure, but definitely they're going to make Europe this year. If they keep going the way they are, they're going to be top 4. No question about it. It's impressive. It really is how he has that team playing. Because it's not like the team is largely different from last year. It's mostly the same players. But a lot of these professionals, once you get them to believe in themselves, it's amazing what they can do. It's happening in hockey. The Arizona Coyotes, man, they're like the punchline to as many hockey jokes as you can possibly think of. But somehow they're playing well and they're in a playoff position because they have belief. And they did something, they just completed something that no other team has ever done in history. They had 5 consecutive games against the 5 most recent Stanley Cup champions and beat them all.
Yeah.
I know. Nobody's ever done that before. That's a new record. Coco in my save is falling away now. He's getting loan offers from Reading. This is the low point. Loan offers from Reading. It doesn't get much worse than that. Soon, Rochdale will be interested. Ooh. Where do you go from there? Into obscurity, I suppose. At least those teams are in the professional ranks. Wait, Rochdale is in League 2, weren't they?
Real life? No.
No, where did they go? They're down in Van?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they did fall out of the professional ranks. Sorry. I didn't know that.
They might not exist after this year either.
There's a whole bunch of teams that are saying that. So, yeah, I get it. Financially speaking, the Premier League had a chance the other day to do a parachute down through the pyramid that would have saved a lot of clubs, and they just decided not to vote on it yet because they don't like some of the terms. Yeah, they had meetings a little while back. What was it, a couple weeks ago? And they voted on a few different changes. And they were going to ratify the payment scheme for the English pyramid that the Premier League was going to supply a bunch of money. You know about this, don't you? Yeah. You didn't?
I saw it as a hypothetical. I didn't know if people actually brought it to the table.
Oh, yeah. It's all typed up and everything. And they're going to get ratified on this meeting. And everybody highly expected it to be done at this meeting. And then all the owners decided, no, there's a couple of items on this that we want to talk about first. So we're just not going to discuss it today. And they just didn't. They didn't do anything with it. All these little teams are watching with great anticipation, like, oh God, are they going to get it done today? Because there's a bunch of teams whose survival depends on that deal getting done, including Rochdale. Because it goes pretty far down the pyramid, this parachute payment. And they're just like, whatever. We'll do it when we feel like it. These big rich teams, they don't give a shit.
Oh, why would they?
Because it's in their best interest to keep the entirety of the English pyramid of football alive and thriving. I mean, it is. It benefits them in so many ways.
I don't know. The English pyramid is always been cutthroat, in my opinion.
It has, but still, they have a unique opportunity to make it so that it's viable for everyone, and it doesn't need to be so cutthroat. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It's not. These teams can totally afford to prop up a couple of smaller teams and just help them out of their own stupidity. In a lot of cases, it's their own stupidity. Not every situation is a team's own stupidity. Some of them are just unsustainable through forces of nature that they had no control over. Like Rochdale's situation got much, much worse because of COVID. You know,
Yeah.
there's I don't think there's a lot they could have done. There's a ton of teams in the same position. I don't think there's a bunch of these teams could have done to have prevented the financial situations they're in.
You're
Because
right. I mean, but wouldn't you say that more often than not, teams operate as a at a loss to begin with,
they do, yeah,
and they look
yeah.
at sales and competition prizes as like their main source of income?
Sometimes you have to. What are you supposed to do?
Exactly.
I mean, it's fair to say that they should operate within their budget, and if that means that they can't stay in the division they're in, so be it. But yeah, you're some. Oh, nice, Jensen. Some players or some teams get into the position where like they want to be viable in the division they're in. It's like, well, maybe this isn't the right division for you to be in. But I mean, everybody has that spirit of competition. They want to win. They want to go up, right? Otherwise, why exist? If you're not trying to win, why have a team at all? At the same time, blowing your budget beyond your means is well foolish. That shouldn't ever be a thing. So I don't know. It's hard to say. But then you get teams like, and I'm going to bring it up in the favor of your argument. You get teams like Wrexham, who completely skew the competitive spirit of the divisions they're in by spending more than anybody else can.
Hmm.
Teams like that aren't good for lower league football. They're not. They're absolutely not. I don't blame the owners for doing it. They're having fun, and there's no rule against it. But what they're doing is bad for the lower leagues. It is. That much I can agree on, no matter
And
what.
like I said, I have no problem with them buying up a club or whatever.
Hmm.
It's the excuse me, it's the notion of small team gets rich owners and out of nowhere, against all odds wins the league and get promoted.
Uh huh.
Like, no, you were spending 150% more than what the next highest team was, which was Notts County,
Mm.
and you're the only team in Wales for like 50, 60 miles, which is unheard of in the British Isles. So it's like it was a bunch of different things that contributed to that, and Wrexham already had a big following beforehand. So it's not like this, oh, sorry me club, all of a sudden we get rich owners and all of a sudden we're the best team in the National League. No, they literally bought players that were League One quality.
Mm.
Of
Yeah,
course you're gonna cakewalk the league. Like,
they did. Yeah, arguably they had a
that's the
striker who was championship level.
yeah, that's what I don't like about Wrexham.
Yeah, that's fine. But all
As
I mean, to be fair, the distance between clubs thing in Wales is largely to do with large chunks of the area being uninhabitable because of swamps. It's not like they could have a dense population there, even if they wanted to.
it's true, but still, it's they have a bigger area than most other clubs do.
Yeah, true. Well, it's fine. They're keeping it financially viable for financial fair play. That if another owner ever had to step in down the line, it wouldn't be unsustainable. Their revenue is actually surpassing their expenditures at this point. But that's because they're so effing famous, they're selling shirts all over North America now.
Mhm.
But the revenue stream is much larger than their spend. So they're not operating at a loss. Take that, Jacob.
You're the exception.
As of now. But I mean, to be fair, Ryan Reynolds isn't as rich as people think he is. Like there's a lot of business ventures he turns down because he can't afford them. Like he stepped away from the buying of the Ottawa Senators because they outpriced him. They outbid him on it. He's rich. Don't get me wrong. He's richer than you or I will probably ever be. But he's not as rich as people think he is. He's not a billionaire by any stretch of the imagination.
But still, if they're worth $50 million, you throw 45 million of that to a National League team, that's like It's a sugar daddy, basically.
Yeah, but he's doing it with expectation of return.
Mm.
He's not pissing away money for nothing. They have a financial plan for that team. They're following it. They're not going to be operating at a loss. He's not the type of person to do that. He's not Middle Eastern owners. Let's go with that. They don't care. They'll spend as much money as they want because to them it means nothing. They have an endless river of it.
It'll end eventually.
I mean, all good things come to an end. Absolutely, not all things can last forever. But in the meantime, they sure seem to be having a lot of fun. You know, look at Newcastle. I won't bother mentioning City, but look at Newcastle. They're having a good time, buying up players and trying to be competitive. They're not doing too badly. They're going to consistently be, a Big Seven club now. You can actually say there's a Big Seven now instead of a Big Six.
So?
I'm confident in calling them a big club. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Newcastle's up there. They are. They've been competitive a couple seasons now, and it isn't going to end soon.
Let's see if I missed out on a $100 one.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to play Tommy Kirkwood today. Okay, there we go. Just had to make my subs. I'm really sorry for the delay. I'm just trying to figure out which young players do I want to give minutes to today, because that's all it comes down to at this point.
Yeah. This game and the next game.
Yeah, absolutely. That. What? Okay, I'll take it. Yoink. Didn't see that goal coming. But Wood's going to want another redo on that one. He shouldn't have let that one in. I didn't bother putting my starting goalkeeper in because I thought to myself, well, even though my starter is tied for the league lead in clean sheets, there's no way I'm going to get a clean sheet against you. That's what I said to myself. So we'll see. It's funny how I say that. I don't get clean sheets against you, but the last 2 games I did. Oh, there's a penalty. There you go. Clean sheet done. Is it going to be Watts? It's going to be Watts, isn't it?
I don't know. You know,
It's Escher. Okay, the striker who's having a down game.
he's in a 6.1.
Oh, he almost missed the net. Yeah, I know he's on a down game. Like he looks upset too. So I'm surprised he scored that. He almost missed the net. It went in though. It doesn't matter. Well, Drop Bear, what kind of team are you going to look for? You found a new gen who is slightly good? You know Sidewinder, who I play games with? I don't know if you've ever seen his name around, Jacob. Have you seen his name around? Sidewinder? I play games with him a lot. Drop Bear has seen his name. So last night, I was playing Out of the Park. And there is a new gen player in there that came through the international free agent thing when you get to bid on them, when you bid on the international free agents. And it shared the same real life name as Sidewinder. So I'm like, I have to buy him. And he's also a really good prospect. So yeah, I bought him. And I had to show it to him. I sent him the... Why is the picture not downloading? It's the picture. It's not downloading.
Let's see.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, there he is. I'm buying him. I mean, he was Dominican instead of Mexican, but close enough. Same name. That's all that really mattered. Okay, here we go. Victoriano. Holy shit snacks. What the hell, man? This new gen he posted. Ho, 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 ho. That is... And he's on Liverpool, too. Hooray. That's crazy. Yeah, you don't see many players get that good that young. That's incredible. Good development on that kid.
you the link.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, here. Wow. Can I have him?
Yeah, right? The skin shows you player potential and current ability. Boo. I'm kidding. You play the way you like. I'm just joking. You got curious. All right. So what was the verdict? He's 192. Oh, yep. Yep. We need to send him to one of our teams over here in this game. Preferably mine, but Jacob said it first, so I guess he gets dibs. I don't want to play against him. I'll tell you that. Wowzers. Impressive new gen, that one. And with him, Liverpool finished sixth at the recent Premier League season. Well, I mean, it's not a one-player team. The team's got to be good. It doesn't matter if one guy, etc., etc. It's a team game, blah, 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 and other sound bites. He's not Mbappe. Well, Mbappe thinks he's a whole team, but he's not. Oh, that was funny. Hansen plays both wings. 5'4", which is hilarious. Wait. But what was his position? Does that matter? He's a right winger. Who cares if he's tall? Right wingers don't need to be tall. It's just a bonus if they are, but it's just absolutely not necessary. I know what you mean, though. It's just, I just don't think it's necessary. Gosh, I don't have enough central defenders to sit these guys out for this game. I have to play him in my U21s. I was laughing. He will just run through people's legs. Yep. Sometimes being short has its advantages. Sometimes shorter, smaller players are just more agile due to their smaller frames, as long as they're in good shape. Training, rest, 2 days. I mean, best example possible is Metse, right? He's not very big. He's not terribly tall, but he's only the best player to ever play, pretty much.
Deadline days in a week.
Sorry, what?
Deadline days in a week.
So it is. Doesn't affect me. I'm neither buying nor selling right now. Should be though. I've got 13 mil. I've all got 14 million sitting here burning a hole in Jacob's pocket. You want to spend my money for me?
Oh, I'll spend it if I can spend it on my club. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. You've only got one prospect I'd want to buy for that kind of money, and I wouldn't sell him either if I was you. So I'll just leave it right there. I saw he played against us in the last game. He didn't do too bad. You're training him to be an attacking midfielder, which is kind of cool. He's got the potential for it, doesn't he? What was your thought process when you decided to make him an attacking midfielder rather than a central midfielder? Just like his attributes there better?
Yes, because now I'm using just a regular attacking midfielder, and in the midfield I use a DLP and a ball winning midfielder.
Oh yeah, he's neither of those. Yeah, he has a more attacking mindset, definitely. That's cool. Once his physicals start to move up, oh, he's going to be a beast. Yeah, it's just his physical thing. That's the only thing that would be holding him back from being a regular contributor right now.
Yeah, but he's also like what, 17.
Oh yeah, yeah, tons of time, tons of time. You don't rush these things. Gosh, I'm getting so good at Out of the Park. I'm starting to remember things from like when I used to be a more avid baseball fan, and thinking about little things like, okay, I can't rush pitchers. Make sure I leave the pitchers in the minor leagues for extended periods of time, so that they can get their control before I promote them to the major leagues. Because it's really easy to see a guy be like, oh, he's a 3-star pitcher now. Throw him in on the majors. He'll get better there. But they don't, not in the same way. Having to
I'm
be patient is hard, though.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm playing out my career mode every
Mhm.
game. Hold on.
Or like I had these 4 prospects because my owner has this expectation: win the World Series, which I did 3 times in a row now. Haha. And then I lost in the semifinals twice in a row. Anyway, but he wants me to win the World Series and have a top 6 prospect pool for our team. I'm like, ah. Typically it's one or the other, but okay, I'll do what I can. And I managed to get some decent draft picks and a couple of okay trades and build up a 6th rated youth system. And but my top 5 prospects, all being in the top 10, are all outfielders who have no defense whatsoever. I'm like, these guys will never play for me. I can only have one DH. Yes. And right now it's Vladdy Guerrero. He's never leaving ever. He will retire with us. Right, Jacob?
Sure.
Well, I was talking to you about it.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think anybody else keeps up with baseball talk.
I'm trying to see how I can finagle.
Oh, so you didn't catch any of what I said?
To be honest, no.
Oh.
Okay. So what I heard is that you play, you take your time with your pitchers.
Oh God, that was so long ago. I've said a lot since then. Okay, you want me to go again?
After deadline day.
After deadline day. I'll see if I remember
What I
what I was
said.
saying. Let's go see who I can see, since this is what we're doing. Recommendation, I guess. I'll start with my scouts recommendations. I think this is all sorted by
Whoa.
yes position.
Whoa.
Whoa,
What the?
whoa, whoa,
What's
whoa,
he
whoa.
wanted? Oh, online. Are you gonna be a Premier League player? A decent Premier League player? So I'm trying to get rid of Daniel Austin. Which games did he play in? Not selected, not selected, not selected. You weren't selected for the first 3. We're gonna have to try and get rid of you. $15 million? Jeez. Okay, let's offer him out and see what kind of interest we get. There's 2 people I would really like to get.
Mm-hmm.
But I have no money. One of them I can't get on loan because he's a domestic player. The other player is at AGF, but I have no budget.
Yep. First world problems.
Mm-hmm.
Got this guy as well. Jeez. These guys seem to be churning out a few decent prospects. These guys are both 17 on their first team. Look at the mentals on this guy. If he wasn't injured, I might go for him. But he's, I believe, injured susceptible. Injury susceptibility above average. This guy's the safer prospect. Plus, in a position that's more useful to me. You want a loan back? Sure, you could have a loan back. I don't mind. I didn't need him right now. All right, 6.5K per week. That would be none of this. You know what? Screw that. I'm just going to take you right up to 9. And I'll take you really high up on the... And this stuff and this stuff and this stuff. How do you feel about it? Okay. All right. Wasn't enough money. We need more money. All right. Got the 3-year option on him. Love it. Marcos Martins should be a regular starter instead of a star player, they said. I disagree.
Alright, so all my bets lost today. First time for everything, I guess.
Yeah. You got 0? Wow.
I know, right?
I mean, it's bound to happen from time to time.
Yeah. No biggie.
No. I'm sure you didn't spend the farm on it.
No. In fact, 550 only $20 today. And I say only, and that's bad, but normally I just do two $10 bets, but this time I did smaller bets but larger odds.
Mhm.
So
Did I just save it?
I'm not
I
gonna.
think I did, didn't I?
Yeah, save it again.
Yeah, I just got to be sure. I'm neurotic about saving before matches because if they crash, then I don't like to have to go back a whole week.
I don't blame you.
Moines will start today. I think that's the only change I'll make. Yeah, I'll keep everything else the same. Alrighty then.
Backups for game 2. I don't expect to win, but let's see.
I mean, I'm playing Wimbledon. I still expect to win. If we don't, oh well. I mean, survival in the Premier Division is far more important than these, cups. Cup runs are nice. They are, but
Yeah.
I can do without them. To be fair, I said that last year, and my backups got me all the way to the semifinals before I played my starters in the final. I don't know how the hell they kept winning with my backup players. I really don't.
See you later. No, I'm working for the next 5 days.
Oh, yeah, Wade Moynes. That's the guy subbed in. 1-0 for that guy. Making me look like a genius.
Hold on.
I am a genius. Thank you. There remains to be seen. I think there's very high debate on that.
Something Eugene Wood is not our starter. Otherwise, we'd be screwed.
Yeah,
Sean
true.
Walker, first of the season.
Hey, starting to come through. BRB.
Yeah. It is 1-1, and we are not playing well.
I'm back.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 2-0 at halftime is quite. Oh, my wingback scored. I wish I was here to see that. I think we're doing well, but we should find another goal to take charge of this match. I like that advice sometimes. That one just makes me feel like, go get them, guys, and then they're feeling super confident. Sometimes that really works. Sometimes they get mad because they're just like, we're doing fine enough. You have the Euro finals, Spain versus England. It's amazing how often England makes the Euro finals in FM. I wonder what country this game is made in. Do they suffer from any biases? Well, I wouldn't say they're suffering from them. Seems like they're enjoying them. Crazy though, how often England makes the cups finals in these. It's almost like they don't know their defense is actually horrifically bad.
Right, a born. Oh, not over yet.
What the game?
Yeah.
Your game's almost over,
I said it's not over yet.
but almost.
Yes.
Hmm. Your game's going much faster than mine then. Oh, I don't put him there. I guess Rainford will have to finish out the game. That's fine.
Right,
Oh,
3-1 victory.
Eins. Yay, 3-1? Not bad, not bad. Not bad. I just went up 3-0, so maybe I can just not concede and I'll do just as well as, or do a little bit better than you. You missed the Accrington versus Rochdale match. Yes, you did. You did. It was the first game up tonight. Sorry.
It wasn't worth watching. Don't worry.
It wasn't that entertaining. We both played our backup players and our backup goalkeepers because we were, because we needed to save our players for more important matches. My game's over. 3-0. I did one goal better than you. Ha
Whatever.
ha! Yeah, it's kind of fun though. It was. It was still kind of fun, but I mean, you can tell by the reactions from both of us how the result went. So, yeah, but that.
Oh, we're going to give all you guys 2 days rest so we can actually have some first team training. Quick pick. Uh, best 11. My best 11. Oh, well, my starting center back is injured. Whoop de diddly do.
Whoopity-doo!
Morrison is gonna come in.
All right, let's get my
Oh,
starters
Morrison.
back up there because I also played my backups for the cup game just now. Oh, I got some guys on my bench that are a wee bit tired.
Heroes never die.
Woo! Whoa! Plastic resubscribed and then gifted a bunch of subs. Wow, thank you. Hey, Jacob Good got a sub. Yeah, that's nice to see. Oh, Stick Piano too. That's cool. I'll be honest, a couple of those people have never chatted, so I don't know them. But a couple of them I very much do.
You know Stick Piano?
I know Stick Piano, of course.
Okay.
That's why I said, yay, Stick Piano. Also, Jacob Good got one. I'm thrilled for him because he would subscribe if he could, but he often can't. So throwing the line out, we'll get it. Oh, man, that's just really appreciated. Thank you so much. Damn. I heard the little thingy and I'm like, hey, that's cool. Resubscribing, and then I heard the heroes never die. I was like, I've never heard that. That must be what my audio clip is for when people gift subscriptions now. It's cool though. It sounded good. That means you're a hero. Yes, you. Then we can turn it into a no you kind of argument. I love those. They're funny. They're so very Canadian. People are arguing politely back and forth. It happens here more than you would think. It's like somebody open a door after you. No, please, I insist you go. No, you go first. It happens a lot here. Such a Canadian argument to have with people. All I can do is laugh and appreciate it. Well, I really hope Jacob Good comes on tonight. He often does when we're playing, so he'll be stoked. Stick Piano is random. Never know when he's going to show up, but when he does, it's usually after his own stream.
Oh, good night.
Yeah.
Right, I need to find players that are outside of England on deadline day.
And do you need any help?
No.
Okay. I have one I can suggest, but if you don't want help, you just do your thing.
I'll wait until
Awkward politeness is a shared pastime. Yeah. Yeah. In the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, there's a bit of those moments, right? Awkward politeness. I think that's a great way to put it. Awkward politeness. Totally. Never thought of really putting it that way, but now that you say it, it's like, that makes better sense than what I was saying. I just call it a Canadian argument. Okay, so I play West Ham and you got a League One team. For once, you got the better draw.
yeah, but believe it or not,
I'm saving.
Beaten Lincoln.
The last time you got the better draw was when the game crashed. And then we had to get a redraw, and I got the better draw. So this time there, I saved it. It's locked in. Do you remember the last time the game crashed? We not only lost the result of a game, we lost a cup draw, and then you got a shittier draw the next time.
And I ended up getting
Manchester City. Yeah. I remember all too well. It was like it was yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, but you know.
Okay, so with our defender out.
Match preparation for Norwich. This is exactly what I want. Possession phase, and yeah, these are the things I want to do against them. I can't believe I'm sitting first in the Premier League right now. This won't last, but I'm going to enjoy it. Kind of take it in for a moment. I like that Rochdale's still in fourth. That's good. Took one on the chin, but still hanging in there. Jasper Peterson is pushing for the... I mean, that surprises me. I didn't know he'd be scoring this many goals. It's awesome. Played backups in one game, but that's all right. It's going to be fine. That table, well done. Yeah, we started really nice. Having a good start really helps a lot with your promotion, with your not getting relegated bid, your survival bid. You know that thing. Yeah. Consolidate yourself into the standings. Yeah, that stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, no. But I mean, it's the first few games I find are the ones that the other teams kind of don't take you too seriously. And those are the ones you can absolutely snatch away from them. Walker didn't turn up to training. This guy is really turning into a real shitheel on my team. He's on the U18s, but he's just constantly in my inbox for being an asshat.
Sucks. Just terminate his contract.
I'm gonna. It's just I kind of want to know what he's going to do next. I tried to do a mutual termination because he wants off the team, but he won't mutually terminate his contract. He wants me to sell him for 0 to some team. I don't know. He can go sign wherever he wants. He's only worth 6.5K in compensation. That's how little he matters. I was saying earlier, I'd role play that conversation. He'd walk into my office and be like, "Who are you?" He'd be like, "I'm on your team." I'm like, "Really? You must suck because I don't know who you are." He got fined just before I released him.
There you go.
He accepted his fine, and then I released him. So good. Yeah, I wonder if that saved us any money.
You're turning into me now.
I just can't be arsed with a guy like that. He's under the under 18s, and he's not even a good prospect. Had a 19-year-old wonder kid who did that twice. But that's a wonder kid. That's a different situation. Had to go hat in hand to that boy and just be like, please stop humbling. Yeah, because, when it's a wonder kid, you're like, different scenario. This guy is like a nobody on my under 18s. I think he had a 1.5 star potential. I'm like, dude, you have no say in anything ever. It's okay. He's gone now. He won't hurt us anymore. Yeah, he's just constantly showing up in my newsfeed. Like, this guy's complaining. Like, really? The first time I saw it, I was like, I didn't know who that was. No. So I looked at him like, U18s. If he was good, he'd be on my U21s available for the U18s, not on my U18s. That's how I can tell the difference between who's good and who isn't. Although, to be fair, when I was looking at my U18s, these guys, this guy's developed better than I expected. So let's promote him to the U21s available for U18s. Oh yeah, look, his value is really climbing. This guy might be some kind of sleeper prospect that I didn't know about. And this right here, this is why Jacob says sign every youth academy player.
Why do I say that?
Because every once in a while, one of them will turn out to be better than you expected. Like, this guy was nobody when he came through my youth academy in the intake. He was probably a 2-star potential guy. Now his potential's gone up. His value is up to 8.4 million. He's quietly developing in all the ways you want a defender to develop. I mean, he's still got a ways to go, don't get me wrong. But even if he turns into a guy that I make a little bit of money off of, hey. But he was the kind of guy that at one point I just wouldn't have signed him at all. But you said sign all of them. Okay, I'll just sign them all. It's good advice.
I was able to give you some sound advice.
It happens more often than you think. Youth players poached by Reading. What? They're in the championship. Ah, damn it. Drop bear. Reading is haunting us both. John Terry's their manager. Did you know the B team system in places like Spain is pretty much the same in FM24 as it has been previously? No. Is that bad? B team system. It's the same in FM24 as it has been previously. Did it change in real life and then it didn't get those changes reflected in the game? That would be disappointing. I don't play Spain stuff though, so I wouldn't know.
If it's in the base game, there shouldn't be any issues. The only time you have issues is if you have an extended database, because people don't know that you actually have to set shit like that in the advanced editor.
Right, yeah. I just wonder. The base game didn't, as far as I know, we didn't miss any huge top division stuff, but I also don't pay attention to Spain, so it's possible.
I don't pay attention to Spain because it's a pain.
Yeah, with an S attached. Yeah, okay. I mean, that was pretty punny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I need to figure out who my left back is for today's game, and I have no idea who it's going to be.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a question. I thought you were asking me if I knew that there was something wrong with it. I'm used to people coming in here and complaining. Plastic. It's nothing against you. It just that's what I'm used to. So it confuses me sometimes when I get okay. Now let me read. Jacob Good. Guess what, man? You're a subscriber now. You can thank Plastic for that. Okay, so I'm going to read this again from the perspective of somebody asking me, is it the same? As far as I know, as far as I know, it's so easy to complain about six. Not complain about me, to me. Okay, you can complain about me too if you want. I mean, if you'd like. I mean, hopefully it's a legitimate complaint that I can take as constructive criticism. That's cool then. I am the problem. You're not a problem. I don't. You've never been a
Wait,
problem as
wait.
far as I know.
If you're a B team club,
You're a
you're
huge
not able
problem.
to sign
Okay.
anybody, right?
If you like being a huge problem, you can be one. You can be anything you want to be as long as you put your mind to it, including a huge problem, apparently. How he wasn't subbed. Like I said, I think Jacob Good would have subscribed if he could, but he comes and he has good, pleasant conversation with us a lot. So I'm pretty stoked on that. So when he got one of the subscriber things that you bought, I was really happy to see that. It's nice. Yep. The Reds got it over the line. They did. It wasn't too bad. I thought they played a pretty complete game. Really, they made sure they kept the clean sheet. They were very defensively sound. The possession was bang on. So what? They didn't score more than a couple of goals. They thoroughly outplayed them. They really did. So that's the only game that I managed to catch anything on. The last couple of days, I missed so many games. I wish I had seen that Luton Town game. It's so sad that they lost it at the very end. Like, oof. But I wish I had seen that one. Kelleher did do a lot better, but the defense helped him a lot. I think they're trying to play a bit differently with Kelleher than they would with Allison because you can trust Allison to do his own thing a little more. Today, you could tell they sat back a bit more, though we lost Maddott for the rest of the year. So, yep. Maddott is gone for the remainder of the season. You were rooting for Arsenal to drop points, and they almost did. Apparently, it was 3-2 and everything, and I'm sorry I missed that. That would have been a really exciting game to watch, although I'm kind of glad I didn't because the end result would have been disappointing. He needed replacing. Yeah, I hate to say it. Mattup's a solid, steady guy. He does a job. He puts in a shift. Like he works hard. He does, but he's past it. He is. He's never really been a star, but he doesn't need to be. But it's time to get a new central defender as the third or fourth option, depending on where he is, right? I just still don't think Luton is going to make it, but we hope they do. Realistically, they didn't make enough changes to be a competitive team. They didn't. I don't think Luton cares to stay up. I don't think they did. They didn't blow the budget. They're going to come up, get their money, go back down to the championship, try to consolidate, become a solid team, and then work their way back up again. I think that's their plan.
Yeah, they just want the money.
Mm-hmm. But how can you blame them, right? Make a bunch of money in the Prem. Their players are working hard, though. They're not doing horribly. If they stay up on their own, could you imagine? It would be amazing for them. Then they could start thinking about buying some, bigger players. But I like that they're staying financially responsible. I appreciate that about them. They didn't pull a Nottingham Forest. You see all that money Forest spent? Imagine if they went right back down. They would absolutely have been crushed. I mean, the fact that they stayed up helped, and then they haven't been spending as big since.
Oh my God!
Get the stadium. Yeah, the stadium's a pretty big deal. January signings are hard to get done. I don't expect Liverpool will make any. They've been pretty slow on Januaries for the last several years. Matip was brilliant. Van Dijk from 18 to 20. I agree. Matip, like I said, steady, solid. He just did what was asked of him. Never did anything complicated. Don't let your performance drop is what I got to say to them today. Yeah, a bridge too far with his age and fitness. I agree. That's where it's at. Yep. If he could stay healthy, sure, he could continue to contribute, but we're seeing that he can't because this is far from his first big injury. So I know he wants to be out there. We all know he wants to be out there. Oh, I should replace Peterson today. Not having his best game, and that's okay. Konate is good depth option, but he can't start for a whole season. We need a defender more than we need Andre. I mean,
What's wrong with this team?
I like Konate. I'm a fan. But you're right. He doesn't have the stamina for being a starter all the time. And then Gomez is just not a solid option. So yeah, you're absolutely right. A central defender should be high on their list going forward. The midfield looks good. They did a good job there. Konate gets himself into trouble too much. That's probably true. He does try to do a bit more than he needs to. He doesn't do the Matip job. He just go out there and don't overcomplicate things and keep things simple and play a solid game. That's why I like Matip, because that's how he plays. But yeah, age-wise, you're right. He's done. Konate can't do that.
Play my ass.
Of course he can be coached. Just hope that he listens. Though he has a style. He is a ball-playing defender, which not always a good thing. What's up, Jacob? What did he say? I think he said back in a second. But I can barely hear him. Yeah, no, we'll see if Konate can come through. It's hilarious. You know what makes me I just thought of is that it's funny, Jacob, that you just got the subscription. Shortly after I had turned my ads all the way down, I found out that I could turn it down to like 30 seconds. I get like no revenue whatsoever from it now, but whatever. Fucking ads. I was like,
hear me?
Oh, I hear you a little bit. What's up? I can only hear you a little. Sorry, my team is trying to give me a heart attack here. No, I should have made that change sooner. Okay. It's okay, though. It means you wouldn't have to put up the 30 seconds of ad either. So I was watching somebody the other day and I got an ad. I'm like, wow, Twitch sucks with the ads, man. Like, they are awful. Anyways, Jacob, you keep saying, who are you talking to?
Hear me?
Man, I wish I could afford subs. No, I understand. I've never worried about it. You always come and bring good conversation. You're still appreciated no matter what. Bezos needs walking around money. Yeah, well, I mean, how else can he build his dungeons, right? So, there you go. Guillermo ties it up.
I need this. We were up 2-0. They scored 3 unanswered, and now we just scored. It's all hands on deck here.
No, I understand it's not that you're poor. It's just money for Twitch subscriptions isn't exactly high on some people's list. The vast majority of my subscribers do so through Amazon Prime, which is fine. It's great, but at least it's included with Amazon Prime. 3-3 at halftime. This game is a barn burner. So you were up 2-0. They came and scored 3 consecutive goals. Well, Pedro Neto. I mean, yeah, this guy's good. He's got to be like 100 now? Did my stuff just lock up? Oh no, good, thank God. I thought it did. Yeah, try to share the life with the Bezos bucks. Well, I mean, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you know it includes a free subscription, right? to anybody on Twitch as long as you connect your accounts. And it's not that hard to do. It's just checking how old Neto is at this point. I can't because it keeps clicking away. What the hell, man? 31. Okay, so he's not quite 100, but might as well be in footballing age.
Alright, Mbala's gonna have to come off.
Your moon prison cell. I have the buyer's remorse. Wow, man. I'm just looking at you. Your attackers are having a good game at least, but yeah, your defenders let you down. But you said yourself you'd like to rebuild your defense.
How are you only 2-star attacking midfield?
I think you definitely have the attackers to stay up. And so far, you've been playing great. So poor Jeff Bezos. He doesn't have enough money.
No, I want attacking midfield. We'll do these two for now, I think. Alright. Come on, Watts. Your time to shine.
He has a lot less now. True. Half of what he used to have.
I don't want to tie here. I need the win.
They just put up Billy Cometio. I'm a little upset about that. Sorry.
Passing, please. This will be a Braves' fault if they score. You're coming off.
Yeah, you usually buy him. I like him. I had him on my Lingby team before we left. Apparently, they sold him to Wolves. Yeah, he's a fine prospect. We're mourning the Rochdale game right now, though. Just looking at the stats. Pretty even, actually. Pretty even game, up and down. Lot of goals. But from these categories and these stats here, it kind of looks like Wolves was the team that should win. However, that's not always the case.
No, there's no way in hell they should be scoring 4 goals from 8 shots on target.
It is pretty clinical.
Horrible game.
But yeah, no, that was I could tell your defense was not in it. Your attackers did great, but when you score 3 and you lose, well,
you're up 2-0. You shouldn't lose the game 4-3. It's just I don't care what
I agree.
team you are.
No, I agree. It's tough when that happens. It really sucks, actually. All right, so that was an unexpected result. You're still in the top 7, though. That's the goal, right? Top 7.
Yeah. That's the expectation.
And Wolves' first win.
In 9 days, it's going to be a big one. Because I might be selling Daniel Austin for $15 million. If
Really?
I do that, then I get some more prospects in. That's
really?
the goal. Yes.
Huh.
That is the goal. So here.
Daniel Austin.
Or prospects, I mean.
I'm looking at him right now.
Don't want much prospects.
He's all right, but yeah, I can see why you'd want to cash in on him. I know Villa's so good right now. When Emery went there, I was like, they're going to be good. He's actually a really sneaky good coach, and he's got them playing great right now. They're definitely a top 4 candidate. I think I said it at the very start of the season that Aston Villa is going to be in the European places. They made City look mortal. Yeah, they did. Emery's a very underrated coach.
What is technical? Chance creation. Chance creation, chance conversion, and play forward back
Mm,
to. Jeez, that's fine. Okay. So deadline day is tomorrow. Let's see if we can get a bid in for Houston.
well, it'll be close, but yeah, if you can get the sale done and then the purchase in time, things could work out.
I will be partaking in deadline day.
Yeah, I said I don't think so unless something changes. I have a bid in for a prospect already right now, but he's not somebody I expect to be bringing in now. Crunch, crunch. Oh, good, 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 good. Cats are crunching. That makes them happy.
5 million.
Good night. Time left for deals. Well, I have time left for deals. I just don't have any money left for deals after this purchase I just made. Wait, I bid 9.75 million on him. I had more than this just a minute ago. Where did my money go? Did it disappear
Okay.
into the abyss? Did Jeff Bezos come and take my money right out of my game? How much are your transfer revenues made available now?
That's a good question. 60%.
Still.
But if I get 10 million for Austin, that means 6 million goes to the budget, and I can work with that.
Oh, I
I can
understand, but
definitely work with that.
why haven't they put it up to 100% yet? You have positive balance, I think.
Because I find fake money and I somehow use it, and then we don't have fake money, and then we're, you know, have no transfer budget, and we're $31,000 uh in excess of our payroll budget.
Oh, you're in excess of your payroll? Okay.
Yeah,
I
doesn't mean we can get Walker.
well, no, I know, not yet, not until I can actually bid an amount that would be worth your while.
No amount will be worth my while.
No amount.
Yeah.
That's hilarious to me because if I'd never said anything about him, and then like Arsenal came and bid on him for like 30 million, you just sell him without blinking your eyes.
I don't think so. I would at least question it.
Yeah, okay, reasonable. Trying to think, man, I do not have enough central defenders. I keep saying that over and over and doing nothing about it. that's that's such a thing that I would do though. That's fine. I'll just roll with this group for the moment. Get this
No
other
way.
sale across the line, see how much money I have left, and then consider another central defender for my youth squads. And I have 2 days off until EFL trophy. That's important. I want to win that. Training, rest, 2 days. Yeah, here I am resting my under 21s. How serious I am. I love winning the EFL trophy with my under 21s. It's a trophy I'm guaranteed to win this year if I try hard.
Well,
Probably won't win any of the other trophies, so I might as well go for that one. Put some defending in. Let's go see what else they want. Oh, they don't want anything else. There's no complaints about training. This is so rare. That almost never happens. Indeed. Well, I'll just be glad for that then. Oh, I'm told Rodriguez he'd be a regular starter. And Jensen.
oh, No, 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 no.
Somebody coming
Not
after one of your
no.
players that you don't even remotely want to sell?
No, it's not that. It's the like lowballing times a million.
S Somebody's lowballing you. Oh, I'll give you 90 million for a Bray right now. It's not even your player.
90 million cash.
That he's not your player, so it doesn't matter. If I had it, I'd probably buy a guy like him. I wouldn't buy him specifically because he's playing for you right now, but no, he's a guy I would go after. uh,
Can we start the bid at like 7 million?
you could. You can start the bid anywhere you want. It doesn't mean you're going to get it.
True, true, true. Hmm. Okay.
Take part in transfer deadline day. Okay. Yes, I want this player, but I don't have enough to buy both him and the other. Oh, who are you after? Rochdale is after Kluivert, Franick, Alvarez, and Alexis McAllister. Yep, that's who you're after, apparently, according to the rumor mill. You're going to spend
Sure.
14.5 million on Alexis McAllister.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, he's 32, so I really don't think that's true. But there you have it. Yeah, because this database, this game we're playing started with FM23 at the very, very start. So McAllister's still on Brighton. He never left, and he's still there now. And he's an AMC instead of an MC. Okay, I need to get this transfer through. See if I have any amount of money left to get a central defender for my depth chart. So yeah, I'm only working with 7 of them across 3 teams. That is quite insufficient.
Question for you.
Hmm.
As huh?
As huh?
Hold on one second. My mom's talking to me.
Oh, it's okay. Just glad that wasn't the question.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Me? I was listening to you ask a question.
Oh, okay. So, as we get closer and closer to like the deadline, do teams start putting more and more players on loan in attempts an attempt to find them a club, or everyone that I currently see on loan will be on loan until they make a move?
So they won't loan list them, but players that are transfer listed and don't sell in the last few hours are more likely to be loaned out with lower wages than they would have been if you tried to loan them prior to that.
Okay.
Confident that you have finalized squad position. Yes, I am very confident. I'm not buying anybody for the first team if I buy anybody. First team set. We're good there. It's my backups. I'm trying to, get a few more young players in to develop. Owen O'Neill. Okay. Oh, under 18s. Oof. He's a one potentially 2-star player that I have apparently on my U18s. They want to buy him. Okay. Bye. Newcastle claims August. Oh,
Is
oh,
interested in him?
Peterson was close because I sat about a match. It's my own fault. Neto making positive development. Yes, he is. My goalkeeper is awesome. My goalkeeper's better than your goalkeeper. My goalkeeper could beat
Yeah.
up your goalkeeper. uh, it's like when you're in school, right? The kids, be like, my dad could beat up your dad. I don't know how many times I heard that. Of course, for me, it was easy. I was like, yeah, probably. I don't have one. So you win by default. Good job.
That's actually no, it did. Interesting. He's an interesting player. But he's not Premier League worthy. They only got one player who would be interested in coming. I gotta figure out my defense. That's the thing. No left backs. And backs. This is fun. Wait till deadline day, they say. You'll be able to
Wait
find
till then.
whatever you need.
Hi, Trevor. Thank you. Almost forgot to use it again. That's all right. If you've been busy, been working. We'll play some Endless Space on Friday. I hope. I hope. You will be about and available. Okay, I will check in with Dan closer to the time.
Probably up on him. Yep. Alright. I gotta try and get rid of Austin.
Did the sale go through yet?
No, the bid was canceled.
By them?
Yeah, because I offered too much. And they said no.
Oh man, why'd you do that?
And I said, okay.
That
Because I'm
was.
not giving them away for $2 million.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to sell them for 15.
Well, that's what his value is.
Oh, okay. So they didn't want to bid his value. Gotcha. To be fair, I wouldn't pay that much for him either. It's 22 already.
Neither would I, but if somebody's gonna do it,
Yep. No, I get what you're saying. He's 22 already. He's not going to hit his potential. Bezos is pleased with all the subs. A new can of sardines just dropped out of the chute. All the people in the moon prison have been fed today because of the subscriptions. uh, are you hopeful of finally signing some guy I've never heard of today after being linked with him throughout the transfer window? I wish that an option was on there for like, I've never heard of this player. It's not even on there. It's just so silly. You're constantly linking me with players I don't even know who the hell they are.
what if what if I put him off for like 2.5 million? Let's see how high I can get it.
I like this plan. It's a good plan.
Yeah, the problem is we only have 10 hours left now.
I understand. But loans are easy to get within like only a couple hours left.
Yeah.
I always say we're really interested. Huh, how come? Just to get their hopes up to kind of feed the fire a little? Just to thrill the AI? Oh yeah, okay. I'm sure they're thrilled. Player would be like, "Oh my god, they're interested in me! Yay!" Yeah, and then you just never place a bid. They're waiting for by the phone for that call to say that they've been transferred to the team of their dreams, and the call never comes. It's so sad. Let's go see what the rumors are. Agent offers. Agent offers are good. You can usually get some pretty nice deals out of those.
Hmm,
Attracting
forgot
interest.
about that.
Okay, I got a couple of these. You will never. What the hell, man? They're always wanting to loan players for me that I like in my first team. Contracts expiring. I have none of those. Listed players. Yeah, he's loan listed, but nobody seems to want to loan him in. And recent. Okay, now where is the transfer rumor? So here it is.
See how fast we can get a scout report this guy.
Let's go see. In a pinch, I'll sell you one for 0. Oh, I am linked with this guy. I did say I need a central defender, but this guy would be more of a first team type. 10
Okay.
determination. Eh. I don't even get his name right. Yeah, pretty much. Uh, yes, I'm definitely connected with this guy. This guy, he's supposed to be signing like any minute now. Oh, he's waiting on a work permit. Is that something that's going to happen like later?
No, they'll give all the work permit in by the day, by the end of the day.
What's the date of the day? Nope, not till the
No?
6th. Okay, so he's accepted his contract, but yeah, there won't be a work permit decision until the 6th.
Interesting.
I feel the same way. Very interesting. Okay, that's going to leave me with like 4 million to play with? Question mark. Uh it isn't much. That's what I know for sure. And from that, I need a central defender. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I haven't the slightest idea where to start. Well, obviously, here. Bam. Okay, let's see what we see. These guys are all way out of my price range. This guy's a little bit more realistic. 20 determination. I don't mind that at all.
Excuse me.
That's an option. This guy plays for AGF. I wonder if this is a guy you bought or if it came through there. No, he's
Oh,
Argentinian, so no idea where he may have come from. 14 determination. Eh. For now, what I'm going to do is add these guys to my short list. Where was that other one? There he is. Add to short list for one whole entire year. Okay, 9 million. That's not too bad. He looked okay.
Soto went to the Yankees.
Oh, God. Ugh. Okay. You let me know if you have any good news later. Just to balance that one out. But really? He did, eh?
Understand? Okay, so Matt said it's not going to fix their problems because their problems are with their infield and their pitching.
Sure.
But like, wait, what?
I said
I'm
sure.
saying no.
You're right. It won't fix the Yankees' problems. I still haven't found the central defender I'm looking for. Some of these guys were priced where I want them to be, but our information is now outdated. Don't you just hate
Right,
that?
so Matt doesn't believe it yet.
Doesn't believe he's gone there? Or
Yeah,
so it's not
he
final?
needs to hear it. Well, okay, so Matt's reasoning is because every reporter has fucked up today in some capacity. He wants to hear it from one of the main MLB beat reporters.
Oh, I see, I see, I see.
So,
I see, I see.
no offers for Austin. This is not fun at all. Wait, I can sell Arahan.
You could.
Transfer list. All right,
Okay,
so Arahan I can sell.
shortlist.
Sell a lot of these crap defenders too.
Let's go to recruitment focuses. This one. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Play center back, but not quite what I'm hoping for. You're in my transfer range, though. I'll go on my short list. Okay. Still not quite finding what I need.
Are we able to hit continue, or are you still doing stuff?
I'm trying to find a central defender I can afford that can play for my youth squads. But if it's a matter of hurry the hell up and stop delaying, then
No, I just want to go 1 hour.
okay. Then I'm just going to spend the last of my money on a guy who isn't a central defender. Take that.
Just, you can keep looking. I just want to go 1 hour if we could. If not, if you don't want
No,
to,
because then I
that's
might not
totally
have time to get my transfer in. That's the thing.
and
Okay, there, 1 hour.
and loan him in with an option to buy, and
No,
then
no. There's enough time if I don't move ahead. Where I was at the point where I had exactly enough time to buy one player. This guy will. I'll get this one over the line. I'm not too worried about it. It won't be a problem. You don't need a relegation release clause. We're not going to get relegated, pal. Oops, not all the way to a million. There we go. I will buy a midfielder then. Take that. Haha. I will no longer delay.
all right, Arahan. See, we might not have enough time to do this now. Yeah.
I'm going to look at.
But I'm gonna sell Austin for that little.
Mexico. What's their top
I
league?
don't have any clauses we can buy either.
America.
Let me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wait, wait. No, I did not mean to do that. I guess I have to now wait an hour. That's what happens when you hit the wrong button.
It's
Oh,
going nowhere. End of discussions. That's the kind of answer I want to be giving. Yeah. Teams ask, are you going to sell one of this player that you'll never let go of, even for 200 million? No.
oh, oh.
Stephenson. They were like, would you sell Stephenson? Is Stephenson going to move before the end of the day? And then there's an answer on the side. He's going nowhere. End of story. Like, that's the kind of answer I want to give. But a lot of the times they don't give you answers that pertain to your situation. They'll be like, are you going to buy this player you've never heard of? I want to be able to say, I've never heard of him. that would fuck up the AI. That would make him really cry. Not just that crap that Jacob Good was going to do to the one guy where he got his hopes up and then never called. No, it's even worse if you'd be like, never heard of him. Then he can go through his days being like, I'm nobody. That's it. Okay, this is bad. I'll stop now. It's the AI. They don't care. So my transfer dealings are going to look like a right back would get for free. Central, an attacking midfielder who can play right wing, which is the only one I use, and an attacking central midfielder, which I don't use, but this guy could probably end up being worth a lot more. I'm tempted to cancel this deal. But I will not.
I'm sorry. The Cardiff. It's 3.5 rather to Cardiff.
I guess I'm not going to get a central defender today. I didn't find any within my price range. I just don't have enough money to buy the kinds of prospects that we need, unless I spend a lot more time going through obscure leagues, and I'm not doing that right now.
Erhan. 7.5 million. That I can do. Is there any clauses attached to this? No.
You're selling
So
on the old man, are you?
Yeah, 7.5 million. I have 6 hours to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So Erhan is getting 5. Austin's getting 8, so that's 13. 13.8 is what I'll be making back.
Mm-hmm.
So 299 minus 13 is 286. Okay, so that puts us $20,000 over. Now we're getting all of the money up front, which is 11.25 million, which is 6.6 million I get in budget. So assuming I can do all of that, I should have enough to move money over to my payroll to get the 2 players that I'm after.
Wow, what a sticky web of complication.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's see if we can get it in there. I hope you can. A couple of upgrades would be nice right now, wouldn't they?
It's the only way I play my games.
Oh yeah, you're right up against
Um,
the deadline. Yeah, I know. I've been here.
one would be a center back, the other one would be a fullback on either side.
Oh, you found a center back? Well, good for you. I had no such luck.
Okay. We need to get these done immediately.
Uh huh. Well, I won't hold you back. I'm not going to bid after anybody else.
Burton, go fly a kite.
I'm just conceding I'm not getting a central defender today and moving on. Actually, you know what I could do just for fun? I
No.
could do something different here.
Everton might beat me to the center back.
Starchy, long time no see. Saw y'all were live tonight. I thought I'd see how we're doing. Great, thanks. Haven't seen you in a while. I have an idea. Oh yeah, this is my idea, and this won't take long. So contracts, expired, center backs,
Whenever. When you're done.
and I want somebody that doesn't. You know what? Actually, I need them to be younger than this, even, and I need them to not require a work permit. Because I literally just need any body at all just to be on my under 18s or even depth for my under 20s. I'm sure this guy's terrible, but whatever. He's free. I don't have to pay for him.
Who are you going for?
I don't know, some guy named Brian Booth who plays for Biggleswade. He's awful. He's god awful. I can't even guess his current ability. It's so low. But I just need any living, breathing humans that can play on my, because I don't have enough central defenders. That's all it is. And since I know I can't buy any because I don't have the money, I might as well just find some free ones that are sitting around collecting dust. They don't have to be good. They just have to have legs and a heartbeat. And in most of the cases I've been looking at, they only use one leg. So, Lisette, sure. And then this guy. Yep, you're all just perfectly awful. And that is fine. There we go. Been on FM. Oh, you have not been on FM for, but that's okay. You're on the console version tonight. Started a new save. That's cool. You got to play different games sometimes. I understand that. I only play this a couple times a week. So there. Free defenders.
Well, let's see if I can. This is gonna be tough. So I need your help.
Mhm.
First, can we save it? Secondly,
Naturally.
when a player has multiple loan options, what are the influencing the driving factors for which team he ultimately decides to go to? In
Usually a mixture between playing time and which team is higher.
terms of reputation.
Yeah, reputation of the team and promised playing time. It'd be a combination of those
Well,
things.
we don't have the reputation. I'll tell you that right now. Which means
Try it
we gotta
anyways.
offer this
Give him regular
offer
starter
or
status or even squad player. I don't know. I don't know what your plan. I don't know who it is or what your plan is. So.
Steve Sinclair, defender on RB Leipzig.
Is he a new gen, or is he the Steve Sinclair that is already in the game?
He's a new gen.
Usual spelling. Yep, found him.
Yes.
Took me no time at all.
He's
So
already got an offer from Everton.
okay, yeah, this guy should be probably for you an important player.
Okay. That's what we'll do then.
This guy's a pretty significant upgrade on any of your current defenders. And then that would probably tip him towards you over Everton, maybe. But again, I don't know for sure. It's hard to say because I know it's not a wage issue here. It's a matter of he's going to go to whoever he figures will be better for his career development. Hard to blame him though, right? Looks like a decent player though. He would play in the Premier League just fine. Yeah.
I actually made an inquiry for him. Can we reload it?
Reload.
This is why I said save. I hit inquiry instead of an offer. And
I guess that's a legitimate reason to reload the game. He fat fingered.
yeah, my fat ass fat fingered.
What? What? I just said fat fingered. I do it all the time. That's what I call it. Fat fingered. I don't have fat fingers. See, they're fine. But I call it fat fingering.
I do.
I don't know. I guess. I meant nothing by it. Okay. Uh, you're hilarious.
So I gotta go.
Like, I know that you have to do it quickly in the game, but you don't have to do it quickly in real life. Just take your time.
No, I know.
You're just going to rejoin the game. Take your sweet time. Well, you're back in the game now.
Yeah.
Press all the right buttons.
I've done this enough times. You think you wouldn't screw it up, right?
I think you're feeling rushed, and you shouldn't.
All right.
Probably feel
Take it
like
off.
I'm being impatient, or viewers are being impatient. None of us are being impatient. He should take as much time as he needs, right? Deadline day is important. You have to get it right.
Yeah.
Take all the time that is required to do it. Doing a
Offer.
Barossa Mugenglad save one of the sorry, I know how to say it. I just like to do that. Save one of the few teams I've done in the past but never got far. Oh, so you're gonna give it another go. That's cool. That's cool. Try it again. Maybe it'll go better this time than the last. One can hope.
12 months.
I'm gonna check something out.
That actually hold me off until January. That's one. Let's see if I can get him as well.
Nope.
Because you're not as expensive.
Who's not as expensive?
Uh, Kiko Pera on Porto. See if we can increase this just a wee bit.
Let's find this player he's looking at. Kiko Para. Oh, he plays both sides. I always enjoy that when a player can play both sides. Definitely one for the future, though, this kid. Oh, B plus rating. All right. Let's go look at our scouting report on him. All he lacks is an aerial presence. That's it. Good strength and stamina. Oh, I don't have an analysis report. Just the scout.
There.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Just gonna accept the demands. I don't want to fight with this. All right, so we got both of our players. Well,
You,
I shouldn't say that. We didn't. We didn't. We didn't.
you're just hoping to.
Yeah. Sinclair, Para's offers both accepted.
Nice.
Okay, let me one last look.
So Para is more of a depth option guy to develop for the future. It's a decent upside, according to
Oh,
my
no,
scout.
he's coming in on loan. We don't have the money, as
Oh,
usual.
oh, so he's just a depth option on loan. Got it. Well, put a buy clause in there. Those usually help.
Fee total cost would be 13.4. We don't have that kind of money.
Right. I go for loans sometimes. I look at their wages. Hey, that guy's unreasonable wages, but then they want like huge loan fees. Not going to happen.
Oh, let's do a different bonus. Future fees.
I hate that on
Which one?
transfers, your board judges you on guys you sign for free to play for your U18s. They actually give you judgments on those as part of your transfer judgment. Like, that shouldn't count. I'm just trying to stuff warm bodies onto my U18s. Come on. I'm going to say, got offered a job. Oh, drop bear. Where are you going? What is the next stop?
All right,
Netherlands. That's new for you.
we got Sinclair.
Nice. One down, one to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, important player probably tipped that one.
Oh well, I did. I went one higher.
You went with star player?
Yeah.
Risky.
Listen, I need. It is. But literally, he's gonna be playing every game if that's the case.
I mean, he expects to play every game. He's not going to play every game. He's just going to play a lot of them. Nobody should play every game.
We got the fullback as well. He's just a work permit now.
which hopefully goes through before the end.
Oh,
I'm
well,
I'm
let's see
also waiting
today.
on a work permit for this other guy, and this other guy, and the other guy, and the other guy, and the other guy. They're all waiting for work permits, but I think they're all happening on the 6th. Yep. Yep. And oh, the 2nd. Okay, well, none of them are happening today, so I won't be getting in any of the guys I went after except for the super young players. My policy is to lie about playtime promises and worry about it later.
No, no.
You guys, Jacob, both Jacob and Drop Bear do that. Oh no, I don't do that.
That is that's a cardinal sin right there.
I think so. I try to be really careful with my playtime promises. I try, but I mean, it doesn't always work, right? Nope, it works great. Okay, I mean, if you can overcome some players getting mad about their playing time later, that's fine. I prefer to nip it in the bud, I guess, but I can understand where it might help you land some players you might otherwise not get. Time to watch
Yeah,
Star
like I
Trek's in
said,
the coach. Good night, Wayne. Enjoy Star Trek, Vorby. I haven't watched that in a little while.
not played.
Is it going to be TOS or next gen or which one? I know I said good night. You probably didn't hear me. I'm curious which Star Trek.
So we have 5 hours. All right, so now I kind of want Arahan to go through because I'm still looking.
You keep the
For
revolving door
friendly
revolving.
lists.
That's an okay way to do it if you end up with too many star players in one position. I'm really careful with that stuff though. Even right now, I'm looking at my squad and I have two regular starters on my bench, and that's stressing me out because I got to make sure to play them. Yeah, I try to keep it
Oh,
realistic as possible.
you didn't.
And I see I have a squad player in my starting 11, which, well, that one's an easier problem to solve. I can just bump him up if other teams start circling like vultures around his head. Started in Chile with those strange squad rules. Oh, did we talk about the Chilean squad rules? Yeah, I think we talked all about that one time. X amount of foreigners. Right, that's the one. Yep. 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 So how is that going? Is it hard?
Arahan.
You sold him?
Okay. Yeah.
Nicely
Alright,
done.
so what's his name? Sinclair? Sinclair can come in. What's the other guy's name? He might be an under 21.
It's shuffle the deck. Interesting. Plan A, get a striker. That's usually plan A. Plan B, see plan A and repeat until you find a good one. If you're using only one striker system, I mean, you probably only need two or three good ones. Using a two striker system, however, go for an even dozen. No, I'm kidding. You don't need a dozen. Probably six, though, anyway. Half a dozen.
Alright, but we do this in 3 hours. Let's see. I found another center back.
Realistically, if I use two strikers, I try to have five choices. But six is better. I made a couple key players mad because I gave them the hairdryer treatment after a really bad friendly result. It's a friendly. Who cares? That's such a funny thing to do over a friendly. You are competitive, man. Oh, that's good. Did you do it on purpose? Like, were you actually like, screw these guys? They didn't play well enough in this friendly match. Did it actually go down like that?
Oh,
It's funny when I get out of this transfer window into a big fat international break. Well, it's not too bad. It's only a little, but at least I got my under 21s game to look forward to. Hair dyer treatment after a friendly match. Yeah, but you can't ship 5 goals to a team way below you in reputation, and you played all your starters. So anyway, I see. I see. That would be a disappointing performance, to say the least.
Who are our starting center backs right now? I don't know the names of them.
Your starting center backs? Oh God, he's trying to
Yeah.
test me here. I don't know them well enough. Let me just go onto your team first.
Belgian?
So the new guy you brought in, obviously Sinclair. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd be starting him center back. Like,
20 years old. And then who was it before though? That's the question.
okay, let me look at these guys.
Rodrigo?
I like Ongenda, but he is more of a wing
Oh,
wingback
pulling
than
up
a
winger here.
starter.
What about Rodrigo? Let me check what my squad plan because I know I found one more.
Rodrigo's probably my next choice. I mean, he's really good. Plus, he's developing. Okay, yeah. I'd be playing this guy a ton. This guy reminds me of what other young guys I'm playing. Like I'm playing the hell out of Alexis Rueda in my starting 11, even though he probably shouldn't be in my starting 11, but he's developing. So this is what matters to me. So yes, I'd be playing a ton of Rodrigo just for that exact reason. And then of course you have Didjabaroku, who is
Yeah, the Belgian.
yeah, he's quite solid. Starting, I mean, anybody but Mbete, I guess he wouldn't be a starter for me out of the choices you have.
Oh,
He's,
dude's got 5 jumping range. Damn it.
I mean,
Okay.
Mbete's
Because I was
pretty
gonna
good for his
use
jumping and such, right? So good bench player. Got some good choices though.
him. Yeah.
On Genda's not a bad center back. He could be a rotation option, and then I suppose Ijibaroku, Rodrigo, and Sinclair would be the three I'd rotate through those two positions if it was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, Sinclair's no doubt in my mind. That guy is really good. That was a nice addition. He's strikers as wingers. I like to do that too. Honestly, I do. That's I look at my, like I try to include them in my squad planner when I can to add a bit more depth. Especially if I've got 6 for 2 spots, right? There's 4 guys that need more playing time. So if I can get them on the wings every now and then, although usually when I use 2 strikers, I don't use wingers. But that's neither here nor there. When injuries pile up, get 5 strikers, just hide 1 or 2 in the second team or youth setup. Yeah, fair enough. I have a similar thing going here where I have a list of I've really only got 4 strikers for this one spot. But this guy's my absolute starter. This guy's my backup. This guy can play for my U21s, and this guy plays for my U18s. But all of them will get minutes at some point. I just know that give this guy way less minutes than the others because, well, look, he's not ready yet. But I want him to develop because, look, big potential. You understand how this all works.
I can work
But
with
yeah,
this.
tiered strikers. That's a good way to do it. Not like you guys who look up here and have like 3 star players. I would never do that. I don't even have a single important player. He should technically be an important player.
That's one.
But I want to manage his playtime expectations so that I can rotate him with the other 3. And he was happy to take regular starters, so that's what I gave him. Had to go. Got some decent replacements in. Then my first choice keeper, who was hogging a foreign spot, got mad because I criticized him too often for having consistent 6.2 training rating. Oh, I hate those guys. Yep. Poor training ratings all the time, and they're all like, "You already bitched at me for this." Like, yeah, but you didn't do anything about it.
12.5 million.
12 finishing. 12 finishing is one of is so not important for a striker. 12 finishing in our training camp is Italy against the Milans and Rome. Yeah, okay. But finishing is probably like the 5th or 6th most important attribute for a striker. I have won goal titles with guys that had like 8 finishing because finishing is not that important. He had to go. Asked director football to recommend a keeper. Say, fair enough. In attributes, deadline day, bringing the young keeper on the double for wages, not being able to see attributes, but going by his star rating. Totally lucked out and upgraded on first choice keeper. Nice. Gotta love when you roll the dice and it pays off. Absolutely. So yeah, no, for a striker, finishing is not all it's cracked up to be, I think. I mean, it might be a hot take, might be an unpopular opinion, but
7.
I've never rated finishing that highly on a striker. It's a raid from Dill 40K. How about that?
Hey, Dill.
What's going
How are
on?
your saves going?
And I'm sure his saves are going great. Maybe we'll find out
All
before
right.
he runs away. We'll find out.
All right. So we just got two players from AGS.
Jakey, my dog. That's him, all right.
Squad player. Squad
Rochdale
player.
make loan approach for Ortiz.
Squad. Squad.
Guess I'll take him off my short list then. Fair enough. He's a
Team
good player,
influencer.
obviously. So like I was saying, I really like Daryl. I mean, Dave, we've been looking at him. You got it, Jacob. You got it. Lovely, lovely stuff. Hey, thanks for the follow. That's also lovely stuff. Oh, a network save. Love network saves. Yeah, Jacob and I play together a lot. This one has a very long history to it. Accrington. Well, let me start from the beginning, you guys. This used to be a Denmark Build a Nation save. We started in the very beginning of FM23. And we did pretty well in Denmark. He played as AGF, I played as Lingby, and we got Denmark to sixth in the coefficients, which with two human players is at the highest you're going to get them. You're never going to crack the top five with only two human teams unless you like stack the other teams. And we even tried that a little bit and it still didn't work to move into the top five. Um, but a funny thing happened. Both of our favorite low-level teams, Accrington being one of mine, because it's one of the teams I do research for on this game. The highest team I do research for in this game is Accrington now. Yay, they were in League One for a while. I started before they were ever before they cracked into League Two. But Rochdale for Jacob, and they came open at the same time in the same division. So we're like, yeah, we got to
Same
switch to
game
those.
too.
Yeah, same day. Yeah. So we're just like, yeah, we got to follow. And yeah, we absolutely jumped ship, been on this journey to the Premier League, and now we're both in the Premier League. But here's the funny thing: when I took over Accrington, they actually had money. I know, weird, right? Like they're the brokest team in all of the professional pyramid for England. Uh, and they have the smallest budget anyway, and they actually had some money. I don't know how it happened. Didn't care. I was like, lovely. I've inherited a team with a little tiny bit of money. I mean, they were in Vanram at the time. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough that I had a bit of a leg up on moving up. Jacob, however, got Rochdale, which, if you know anything about them, they're broke. You know,
He did a save with Rochdale a couple years ago. But go
well,
on.
but I'm asking for everybody. I mean, I
Oh
know
yeah,
Dill knows everything all the time. No, I'm kidding. He knows quite a bit. So, so yeah, he got Rochdale exactly the way you'd expect them to be. So we both got promoted the first season, which is amazing. You know, especially because it's such a hard thing to do. Then we're both in League Two. We're like, okay, well, we might get stuck here, but I felt pretty confident with my team. I managed to land a couple of decent players, and you know, Jacob was just working his magic as normal, bobbing and weaving through all of the possible loans he could get because he lives on loans. Let me tell you, when you got no money, what else do you do? And we both got promoted to League One. It's like, yes, all right, so we're in League One. And yes, long story short-ish is that we have been consecutively promoted all the way to the Premier League from Vanrama. Both of us, except for he did it on a shoestring budget and often had to win through the playoffs to do it. So that's what's happening on this one. It's no longer Denmark Build a Nation, but if he's ever away, Jacob is away, I play on here with the alternate reality save, which I control 4 teams in Denmark now, including his old team. And it's like we never left, but I'm trying to crack the top 5. So that was requested, and that's what I do sometimes on my own. It's very entertaining as well. Expect to come with an agreement. But I don't know. No, I want to get it done permanently. Get out of here. But they're not even going to look at his work permit until the 6th. So I don't know.
Is it a loan or is it a permanent deal?
Permanent deal. I'm trying to buy some guys, but yeah. Build a Nation in a network save is great, except for that, like I said, with only 2 users, you're never going to crack the top 5. It can't be done. What's the year? 2031. I said it's been going on since the beginning of FM23. So there's a lot going on there. Oh, again, thank you for the follow. We have a ton going on. Just so much. Let's go see if Denmark is still in the top 6. You know, I actually haven't checked. I don't know if they've fallen down. They're down to 7th. Portugal has repassed them, but they are in 7th. Not terrible. But in my alternate reality game, I am pushing France for fifth. Inter 4-2 Barossa. Not good first preseason match day. No, it is not. You must soldier on, though. You must. I insist.
We have 1 hour left for his work permit.
I hope you get it across the line.
No,
I'm less worried about my
I don't.
transfers. I don't need them.
Can't, he can't come in until January anyway.
Oh, well then, yeah, who cares?
You saw the second player from AGF I'm going after?
I did. Yep. It came across as a news story. Apparently, with Ortiz? No, wait. There's a second player after Ortiz.
Yes.
He's not on my short list. Otherwise, I'd gotten a notification. So no, I don't know who it was.
Go back to AGF. Let's see if you can figure it out.
Bid. Is it this guy Peritig?
Yes.
This guy come through the youth academy? Did. Was he on the youth academy when you were there? He was not. Okay, so this is a post you running this team youth academy prospect. Gosh, he looks decent though. I've got a scouting report on him, A minus. Got a decent potential ability up there. Left wing
A striker.
or strike. Yeah, well, I mean primarily a left wing. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of current ability he has. Yeah, I mean for the Premier League, he'd be a decent off the bench kind of player, probably. Hard to say. Won't know till you get him there.
This is true.
Yep.
Alright,
Yep.
I made all my transfers.
You did
Lots of
it.
depth.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
This transfer is canceled because you didn't get the paperwork was not completed before the transfer window. It was never going to be completed before the transfer window. I can't help it if you won't give him a work permit till the 6th, you bunch of jerks. Whatever. I'll just sign him again. I didn't need him right now anyway. What did I do? I went up to 5K per week. Cut all of this garbage off of here. We put with 3 option years because I love to do that. The old 150 mil release clause and this. There. I even remembered the contract I gave him. It was pretty easy, straightforward stuff.
You started 2 games in a row. You should be happy.
My goodness. Yeah, we've been doing this for years, though, Jacob and I together. We played an Ireland Build a Nation prior to the Denmark one. That was an FM22. Before that, we did just an England one where I was Stevenage
So,
and he played as, oh gosh.
in order, we've done England first.
Hmm.
We didn't do Italy, I don't think.
No, well, we've done
It was
tons of saves though,
England, England,
even before streaming.
Ireland, Denmark. I think is the way we went.
Yeah, yeah. Well, as far as ones that have been big, yeah, England, Ireland, Denmark, and then back here to England. As far as the big ones that have been streamed.
Yes.
Yeah, transfer deadline passed. Good, good. That's all right. Make sure I got a bunch of my U21s registered.
Yeah, good. Oh.
God, how many players do I even have over 21? 1, 2, 3. 3.
Right, Matt just put down what we're now.
I only have 3 players over 21. Oh man. This seems like a team you would build. I can't believe I have no veterans whatsoever. That's unusual. Whoa. Somebody's trying to steal one of my scouts. No. No. Fuck off, Tottenham.
Oh my god.
What?
The New York is. You know how to spell Juan?
In what context?
Like Juan Soto, you know how to spell his name?
Juan.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, so
For all I know,
Peak
you're
apparent.
speaking Asian, then it's like WAN. That's,
Be prepared.
be prepared. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Open
Oh,
it
I
up.
can't watch that right now. Does it have sound?
No, no, no. No sound.
Okay, no sound.
It's just a tweet.
It's just a tweet. John. John Soto. All right. Yeah, Jon. John.
The New York Yankees are getting one of the best players in the game. They can't even spell his name right.
I there are no words. Yeah.
Like Inter Miami saying they get Messi spelled Messy.
Something like that. Yeah, it would absolutely be akin to that. Yeah. That's hilarious. A professional sports franchise spelling the name wrong of a player they've just acquired, a big player, no less. Well, shit happens. Still, though, whoever posted that is probably losing their job. Just a guess.
Probably.
And it's not even that they just forgot a letter. No, it's that they took both of the vowels in between and changed it completely.
Okay.
It's like a U and an A. We'll just replace that with an O. Yeah, close enough.
No squad planner. Welcome back to FM23.
What? Your squad planner did something wrong?
Yeah, my squad planner's gone. Oh well.
No. Check again when the day moves.
Oh no, it was a couple days ago and I checked and it's still gone.
That bug was fixed.
Oh well.
All right, I'll report it again. It was fixed. Guess it wasn't.
Let's look at best 11 now. So my assistant manager says our best 11.
Needs to wait for the game to save. That's what your system manager
Yeah.
says. Sorry, I
Yeah.
want to make sure I lock in all of the transfers you just did. There you go. All right.
So best 11 is Quinones in goal, Pera at right back, Sinclair and Rodrigo in the center back,
I agree with that.
Ongenda as left back,
Okay.
Abreu and Jossier in the midfield. Then right to left we go Obu, Toth, and Dala, and then Davenport up front.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. I I actually agree with this.
Nice.
Yeah. Though, wait, Guillermo isn't a starter?
No,
Oh,
actually.
now questionable then. Who started over him? Obu?
No, give me a second. I'm gonna offer one person out for loan.
They didn't start Obu over Guillermo, did they?
Hold on.
Sorry, yeah, it's fine.
Uh, Obu was over Guillermo.
Oh no, that's the only one I disagree with. I wouldn't do that. No way, not even close. Those two players are not truly comparable in my mind. This
So
guy's
Indala on the
way
right,
better.
Guillermo on the left, since he's left-footed.
Where do we go to
That's
bloody compare with Guillermo? There, I just looked at him a moment ago. Yeah, no, even their values are like drastically skewed. No, these are not comparable players. Guillermo's so much better than Obu. Oh well, whatever.
Guillermo was playing in the midfield
Central midfield.
originally. Yes.
He'd probably be able to do a good job there, but that's only if you wanted to slide like Abreu up to the attacking central mid position, which I think he would be really good at too. But then that's only if you're resting Toth. Yeah, I mean, this is
Yeah.
just my feedback. Or you could slide him to either wing because he's versatile there. And in that instance, I suppose Indala is the one who would sit out. I mean, like I said, your attack is good. You have a great attack. I think if anything keeps you up, it'll be your attack.
Yeah, and Sinclair is such a big upgrade between everybody else that I didn't realize how big of an upgrade he is.
He
Was my
is.
defense that bad?
Yep. Yep. For the Premier League. Yep.
How the hell did I win the first 3 games?
I
Like, honestly.
God, I'm sure that I don't know by attacking better. I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, it's hard to say for sure. I didn't catch enough of them to give proper feedback, but it just seemed like they just played well. I know that seems stupidly obvious to say, but all right, here's a bunch of these new central defenders I got. I don't even know which ones are better than whom. I just assume that they're all pretty bad. Wait, do I have another? I don't have another striker on my U18s. I should have noticed that before the transfer deadline ended. Wow. I kind of borked myself a little there. Sounds painful, doesn't it? I don't know. I guess I'll just throw somebody else up there. Don't think it matters. So I could put one more player on the bench. Let's throw a goalkeeper on the bench. Oh wait, I already had a goalkeeper on the bench. Right, Forsyth is there. My bad. My bad. That guy. Oh, God damn it! My goalkeeper is also unavailable to play. International duty always screws me up on this. There we go. This is the EFL trophy too. I care about this. I like to win it with my U21s. I won it once with the big club on the way up. Oh, we lost. It's because too many players are on international duty. How do they expect us to compete? Because this tournament doesn't matter to anybody.
We lost to Doncaster.
You lost to Doncaster. Yeah, it'll
I
do
also
that.
loaned out my goalkeeper.
6 intelligence, 10 perception, 0. What? Scunthorpe is a top team, though. Oh, you hear that? You've heard it. Can't unhear it.
Okay.
It's been said.
That's
So now it will be part of
only
the history of rumors.
I only hear that sentence in my dreams.
I
'Cause
mean,
that's what it is.
nightmares, really. But I don't think of Scunthorpe at all.
No, a nightmare of Scunthorpe actually being a big team.
Ah, yes. Well, don't know if you played much Fallout. I have played a ton of Fallout. I have. I got the joke. I've played every Fallout game. Absolutely hilarious. I think in Fallout, uh, I would probably have a higher perception than intelligence, most likely. I always sacrifice luck, though I shouldn't, because I know it's actually reasonably important. But what are you gonna do? Who in God's name has a nightmare about Scunthorpe? I don't know. I don't think about them enough to dream nor have a nightmare about them. But I mean, but you brought it up. You said that they're a big team, so like I said, now it's been said. Never heard those words in the same sentence before, but now I have.
Like you say, first time for everything.
Absolutely. Do you have any bishops? Stop being a jerk. Luck is the best way to cheese that game. Absolutely. Well, depending on which one it is. Some of them, luck is better. I mean, New Vegas was huge for luck. Better to be lucky than good. There's a lot of truth to that. That is a very famous saying for a reason.
I don't-
Who is not on international duty? 5. Training. Oh, I can't send them away for a week. I should have done it yesterday. Speaking of Napoleon, what? That was an interesting segue. Training. I'll give you 3 days off. I will also give you 3 days off.
We're going to sign Luke Mathewson to a 8-year extension.
All right, there we go. These guys all got their work permits. Oh, except for this guy. I'll appeal that one. I'm actually surprised this guy got a work permit. I was expecting his to fail as well. Oh, not him. This one. Yeah, I expected this one to fail, but hey, I'm glad it didn't.
5 years optional
So I
extension.
got offered the Villa job. Do it! Do it! Let's see if you can take them into the top 4. Wasn't it Napoleon that said something along the lines about the English generals and about being lucky over being good? I don't know. It sounds like something he might have said. Your weekly wage isn't that important. It just increases your job stability. That's
Ready.
all it does.
We re-signed Luke Mathewson to an 8-year deal.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not that polished on my knowledge of Napoleon. I'll take your word for it because it sounds like something he might say.
$3,000 a week is times
Normally, I could turn my head
52.
slightly and ask the lady on the couch, but she went to bed, so I just, she'd know for sure if he said something like that. Most likely.
Let's see. Can Sinclair play with his feet? Passing is a 10. The answer is no. Okie
Fair enough.
Oh, here we go. Do we not have...
So this guy is going to be a right winger for me. This guy is going to be a right back. I don't think I get him for a long time, though. Yeah, like next year. Oh, well, it's into January next year only. I don't have to wait that long. Him, on the other hand, I have to wait till 2033. Well, that's okay. Future transfers are good. Some depth coming down the line. I'll just inevitably forget he's there and end up buying 2 more people for his position and have way too many. That's something I do. I forget who I've already bought. I know I should just check right here before buying players, but I often don't. I'll see a guy, be like, "Ooh, shiny," and then I just bid on them.
Okay, that's interesting.
But
Uh, Steve Coots, who is one of my players on loan at Wimbledon,
happens to you sometimes too. Yeah.
just
Mhm.
just started in the Euros
Yeah.
and posted a shutout. Euro qualifiers, actually.
Damn. Sweet.
Interesting.
Yep.
I figured Scotland would have, a better goalie, but whatever.
But in real life?
No, in this game.
Oh, sorry, in this game. No, Scotland's not that good in real life or the game.
We got perverting.
They're like marginally qualify for things every once in a while. It's like you saw what it took to sneak into the World Cup, didn't you?
Yeah,
Hmm.
true. All right, we have gotten what's his name, the other AGF player.
They topped the group for Euro qualifiers. True. But how many teams, how many of the bigger nations take Euro qualifiers super seriously? We had a discussion about this before, didn't we, Jacob?
I don't know actually.
Yeah, because I think you were mentioning how some of the bigger teams don't take Euro qualifying all that seriously.
This guy.
Doesn't matter. I mean, top in your group's top in your group. My big thing was during the World Cup qualifying, and then Scotland had to play Wales. And I'm like, I don't care who wins in that one. I root for them both. I have half my family in one country and half my family in the other. So, I mean, I was good with either. And then whoever won that had to play the Ukraine. Of course they did. Of course they did. So, emotionally, everybody wanted the Ukraine to win. And I understand. And then they beat them. And anyway, they took a bad loss to Sweden last year, though. That was shocking. It can happen. Sweden's not terrible. They surprise people every once in a while. They have some decent players on their squad. Hooray! I got one scout. This guy's really good, though. Look at this. He can scout, like, everywhere. That goal from the halfway line. I'm sure I'd remember it if I watched the replay, but you have a good memory for that. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember the loss. That I remember. But goal from the halfway line. Wow. Okay, here's commercial income in the Premier League. I'm glad not to be anywhere near the, well, I mean, I'm near the bottom, but there's more than one team below me, and that's not what I expected. I actually have the 16th highest commercial income in the Premier League with Accrington. That's pretty good, eh? And Rochdale has almost half of the next closest team.
Hey, listen, we win the Prem. We're getting the money.
This
We
guy
get the
got this
parachute
team up here.
winners.
I don't know if anybody can really conceptualize the kind of work you've done to get here. It's really hard to imagine. Like I'm shocked every single time. I'm like, man, poor Rochdale.
Poor
I mean,
Rochdale.
we've been saying
Rochdale
poor
getting
Rochdale from the beginning.
Yeah, Rochdale getting this amount of money is like in our dreams.
Right.
We're ecstatic. We're not poor.
Yeah.
We're in the Prem.
Yeah. Yeah. It's relative financial safety up there. Yeah. You did that A like a true Canadian? Well, I am a Canadian. So, yeah. We say that. I'm glad it amuses you. We don't say a boot. At least there's that. I mean, that one's, I don't know where the hell that one, I think the Newfies say it like that, but don't know. I say it every once in a while. just just to mess with people. Or what was the sometimes I just throw in an oot instead of out, just to mess with people because I think that's hilarious. Depends on what game I'm playing and who I'm playing it with.
So,
Like a
ready?
true son of the Commonwealth. Okay. Wait. You're an odd duck, but I think you know that. This is why you're amusing, though. Sons of the Commonwealth, they all say A. I know some Manitobans that use they say a boot instead of about. Wow. That, it's surprising, I guess, but all right. Fair enough. No do to boot it. I'm going to have fun with that. You're just talking garbage right now? That's fine, whatever. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. That's the whole point, isn't it? Like a total hoser. Yeah, take off, eh? You hoser. Now you're getting into it. Next thing you know, we're going to be singing the Bob and Doug McKenzie 12 Days of Christmas song.
$1,000. Don't have any money to give you a new contract in dollars.
Stephenson gets first goals for Denmark. And he didn't just get one. No, he got two.
Oh, speaking of that, where's Tui?
Where is he these days? I don't know. Is he? I doubt he made the international team.
He's at Fulham. Did he go to Fulham from us?
You didn't sell him there if that's where he is. He was still on your team when you left. You just weren't using him much because you preferred Doak.
So many.
Some of the people
players
from
on that
Manitoba.
team.
Corner Gas, did I ever watch that show? Yes and no. Yes, because there was a time when I was much younger that we didn't have cable. We only had 3 channels, and sometimes that was the only thing on. So I guess my answer should actually be not willingly, but by default, out of no other choice, I have watched Corner Gas. It was okay. It wasn't bad. All right. It wasn't the worst thing I'd ever seen. It's just not something I would have chosen to watch had there been other options. Oh, damn it. Now you're mad? I'm really not going to think of a training fine. You suck. Oh, he had a 7.15. Why am I criticizing a 7.15? If the president came on, we were screwed. Oh, your youth with 3 channels? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Did you have the turny knobs? You had to turn a dial to change your channel. You know what I mean? There was no remote control. When you were real little. Okay. Oh, I mean, me too. Okay. We are playing Everton. And you know what I think of them. Then I'm going to play Arsenal. They're in second next week. Oof. Anyway, we're going to focus on this game. Because this is where we want to deliver the pain. Oh, yes, the smackdown is coming. My sister still has an Atari. An Atari, cool, cool. I played on an Atari and a ColecoVision and an Intellivision. I had all of those when I was really, really small. I have literally been playing video games since the dawn of video games. I was one of the first people to have a PC and play video games on it, man. The Oregon Trail, I was all about that. Whoops. I think he had to restart.
Hello?
Hey,
Okay. I have no idea what happened.
did you have to restart?
Maybe, but now I might not be playing the game.
I don't know if you're in the game or not because I'm in a game.
Well, then I'm definitely not doing this game then.
But I saved just before.
Let me make sure I'm not in the game.
Okay. Anthony Gordon back at Everton. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, we started this at the very start of FM23, so it's going to have an older database. Like
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not in
McAllister's
any
still at
game.
Brighton. You're not in it? Okay. Well, then let me just quit the game and exit. Everybody can see the wonderful background I have for Football Manager. Cool, right? You normally don't see that because the game's in front of it, but it's there once in a while for. Because yeah, I saved right before the game. This is why I do this, just in case something happens. So 90% of crashes happen going into a game or in a game or coming out of a game. Oh, saving before a game is really important. Saving directly after a game, equally as important. Lock in that result. Don't be tempted to redo it now. I mean, play your game the way you like, but that's not my jam. Uh-huh. Person, that's funny. I got a person like whispering to me. They're trying to tell me that I need to get more followers. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't care. That's not why I do this. They can't wrap their head around it. I guess I don't know. All right, it's back up, ready to go.
So,
They want to. They're obviously trying to scam me. I mean, I know that, but I'm just having fun with it.
but I am back in. Let me see if my squad planner works.
Autosave after each game with no backups. Live life dangerously. Oh my god. No, you know what's funny to me is how many people end up coming into our forum and be like, "Can you fix my game for me?" I'm like, "Where's your backup saves?" Like, I don't have any. You have to turn those off manually. Why in the hell would you do that? They're on by default. Now, I mean, I could rant about that one for a long time. But oh no, 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 no! Don't turn off your auto saves. What are you, silly?
Ja, laat het hier op je. Hier mee. On the left we'll have Obu. That's fine. A whole new back line, basically. All right. Thank you for. Yeah, I'm glad we did that.
Bum, 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 bum,
And I
bum.
should not sell in dollar. Correct.
Your attack could live without him, depending on how much money it is and whether or not you think it's a worthwhile sale.
35, 40 million.
I don't know. Can you get a couple players that will replace him for that? That's the question.
Oh, most definitely.
You think so? Okay. Well, then, is it a thing where you can push it to the end of the season? Instead of a next transfer window kind of thing?
That is a fantastic idea. You're so smart.
Yeah, well, sometimes, every once in a
No,
while.
no, because I came up with that first. I did that with Belshaw last year. He just reminded me of it.
Okay.
We were both smart.
Oh, okay. I mean, wait, damn. He just one upped himself over him. Wow. There's no words. But he's right. He did come up with that before. Yeah. Yeah. Try to push it to the end of the season. Having a loan back isn't the same. It's not the same at all.
No.
But yeah, I like to do that
Just
every once in a while.
selling him at the end of the year helped because we went up in the playoffs.
Uh, bum, 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 bum. I've given tons of credit lately.
Here we
Get in
go.
there.
Aston Villa
Beat Everton. Do it. Are you at home or away?
away.
Away. Okay, so it'll be a tougher game.
Uh, we've lost 2 on the bounce. We should have won 1. We are in 5th. 9 points from 15.
Oh no, Everton scored on us.
You can't lose to them.
I
Thank you for
really
your-
don't want to. I promise I don't want to. I will berate my squad for conceding to them, especially early. Bum, 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 bum. You see, I need more followers. This person is hilarious. I see you need more followers. No, I don't. I'm good. I mean, it's nice to have a few more, but I'd rather have people that are going to come in and chat. And I don't need any of this bot crap they're trying to sell me. What the hell is up with them? Peterson ties it up. Yes. Okay, that's a good start. His name's already up there, so I know it counts. Where that good?
Aye. Oh, $1 almost gave it away.
My God, 3-1 we're up now. So I looked down to answer this person trying to sell me bots, and I look back up, and well, we're doing well now. So that's good.
Oh, look, we're playing against Calvin Ramsey.
Oh yeah. Oh well, now we know where he went. That's great. After his brief spell at what was it, Copenhagen?
Us and Copenhagen.
Yeah, went from you then to Copenhagen with Kelleher. I don't know where Kelleher is now. Probably there too.
We should take next stream. We should take some time to go back through our AGF squad and just see where everybody is now.
I mean, I've seen most of them in the Premier League already. 4-1 before the half here. So yeah, my team has stormed back after I berated them. 10 shots on target, out of 16 attempts, and we have 4 goals. Okay, yeah. This is good.
I think we're gonna get scored on right here.
My team decided to
Yeah.
respond really well to being berated. I love when that works out.
These are games we should be winning, ladies and gentlemen, but we are not.
I am confused. You started really strong, so I was hoping you would continue on that trajectory at least until the Christmas break, where the adjustments and reputation happen. But well, every point counts, so each game is just a matter of slugging it out. Try to salvage a draw if you can.
I think I know what I have to do. I have to do a lot of tactical training to get my familiarity up
No, that could
with
be
all
it.
these
Yeah,
changes
maybe
and
it was.
everything.
Maybe it's a couple of changes. Yeah. Okay. What? Oh my God. Oh, I put a player out. Substitution. He played exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds before being injured.
Oof.
Honestly, pro should know they deserve B ratings to get. Yeah, that. Well, I mean, on my team they do. I do it often enough, and at times where it's pertinent to do so. So yeah, I'm okay with doing it from time to time. Oh, Stamenkovic has a goal today. I'll go with Killing. I know he's a big drop off from Tonsberg, but we have a nice lead. I can't believe that. Plays a minute and a half, gets hurt. Like, the fuck?
Where's Watts? Get your
Along with
butt in there,
thrashing your arms.
Watts.
Yeah, the Kermit the Frog arms. Rawr! Yeah, you got to do that. Do it like a Muppet. Muppet arms. That's what I picture whenever I see the thrashing your arms. The first thing I picture is Muppet arms. Just Kermit the Frog going, "Yay!" you know. I can't get it out of my head when I see that.
And Dollar with the corner.
Now, we're getting tons of corners over here too, but we still got a nice lead, so I don't care if we just waste time on them. I've even had to throw the water bottle a couple of times. I have done that too. I never like doing it, and I think I regret it more than half the time. I have thrown the water bottle and gotten a positive response from my entire squad exactly once. And yeah. Other than that, though, it's usually more than half the squad gets mad at that. And I can't be arsed to sit there and individually try to cheer them up after that. I've already thrown the water bottle. It's done. We're going to live with it. So I just move on from that. And sometimes, you get the players coming to the media after, I didn't like how he treated me in the dressing room. And I'd be like, so play better. It's like, if you don't want me to get mad at you, play better. This is a really simple concept. Yeah, I should manage one of those big teams in real life. Like, throw me at Chelsea. I'd be like, fuck you all. You all suck. None of you are worth any of this shit. I'd be fired so fast. But they'd get to hear what they need to. The egos in those rooms is what ruins those big teams. Like, Manchester United is never going to get their shit together because huge egos. Come on, Jacob. Do something drastic right here and change the outcome of this game. It's only 1-0. Make 2 more subs and put it on super attacking.
They're gonna score right here.
Ah. Usually it's a halftime talk. Oh, yeah. I've never thrown the bottle at
Oh, this is a
halftime.
bad goal to concede. Oh,
No, stop. Pause it. Quick. Make your 2 subs and go super attacking.
I can only make one.
And then make 1 sub. Don't care who it is, just anybody. And then go super attacking and just see what happens. You might get a draw. That wouldn't suck. 1 point is a 1 point. Every point matters when you're trying to survive.
Okay.
All right. Well, nothing happened, but yeah, nothing to lose either. It's not a terrible game overall for an away
We
game.
lost. It's a bad game.
Well,
It's a bad
true,
game. We
true, true,
lost.
true. I'm just looking at the numbers. It's like for an away
No,
game, yeah, it's not too bad. But you're right. A loss
no,
is
we
a
lost.
loss. All right, all right. I try to take positives away, but that's not
All
your
right, I'm
jam.
gonna make this Newcastle game my last game
Oh,
because Newcastle's in fourth,
uh huh.
and it is midnight, and I work the next 5 days. So
Fair enough. Fair enough. Looks
how are
like we're
we
gonna
going
be.
to do this?
Looks like we're gonna be finishing up a little early this time, but that's all right because work's important, man. I don't want you to be tired for that. No, nobody want to
Yeah.
deal with a tired Jacob. Mm-mm.
Oh no, actually I don't.
According to rumors I've heard, when he's really tired, he's a bear. So let's not go there. You know where I heard that rumor, right, Jacob? From you,
You want to know why you heard it? Because it's
because Matt
Matt.
said it. I know, I remember that. I only do it if it's one of those like we've been cruising all season, and all of a sudden comes up to the most random team and shit 3 goals for the first. Oh man, I get I get it. But at halftime, if it's 3-0, I don't get mad. I just be like, okay, if they can score three, so can I, and I just try to get them back. If at the end it gets worse, well then throw a water bottle. Ain't nobody gonna blame me for that. I know I won't.
Yeah. All right.
So I gotta play Acidal next. Uh, and let's see, am I away? It's away, and they're currently sitting in second, which is directly behind me on the table. See that? This game is really important. Can I beat Arsenal away?
Yes.
I honestly don't think we're finishing first. I think we've had a really nice start, but we haven't played any massive teams yet. Let's see. I beat Tottenham away first. That was pretty big. But where are they on the table now? Yeah, they're like mid-table. So that's not that impressive. Yeah, no, I haven't played any big teams yet. So this start looks nice, but top four is my goal. It is. Realistically, I just don't think we're winning the division first time of asking. That would be pretty impressive, but it's not going to be a realistic goal because I still have to play every big team away.
Yeah. See, the problem though with my schedule is I got five, four of my last 5 game, no, 5 of my last 6 games against teams that are going to finish in the top 6. So
Yeah,
I
that's a
need all the
problem.
points I can
That's a problem.
as
You're right.
quickly as
Yeah,
I can.
I agree. You do. And I know a couple of these games that you haven't gotten results in are a big loss to that bid, but every game's a new game. I mean, you had a faster start than you expected. I also think, oh, I just beat Rochdale under 21s. 9-0. Ooh.
State of the club we're in right now.
I know you don't care about your U21s, though. That's understandable. Your U18s usually beat my U18s to kind of balance that out.
Yeah, I care more about my under 18s than my 21s.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Well, one more game is what we're going to do. I'm sorry I went so quiet there. I'm just trying to think. Arsenal away. Am I nervous? I'm nervous. I admit it. I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous
Why?
for this game. Because Arsenal away. I mean, this is the game that will define whether or not we are truly going to be a contender this year.
No, it's not.
I think it is. Away to the second place
Arsenal.
team. I mean, they'll true. They may drop points in other games as well, and where we make up. But I just think it's a statement game. That's what it is.
You're gonna beat them. It's the foregone conclusion that you're
It's
gonna
a
win.
foregone
And
conclusion, eh?
the team that you're going to lose to, in fact, are
Uh huh.
Liverpool and City.
I'm going to lose to Liverpool and City. Okay, that's fair. I don't play
Mhm.
Liverpool away till like the last game of the year.
Okay, so we got some time.
Yeah, I got some time before they beat me. Kind of how I feel in real life. What? Oh, that's sad. Damn. It's not the kind of thing Eesh, right in the feels.
God damn, you're 6-0.
If you beat Arsenal in real life. I see. I took that a whole different way. I thought it was self-depreciation. Like, what are you Rodney Dangerfield over here? Come on. It's okay.
Oh, I thought I had continued. I'm sorry.
It's fine, man. You're the one on the clock, not me.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. I have all night. I'll be here for probably at least another 6 hours playing games. It won't be this one, and I won't be streaming it, but
It will be fat. Oh, you'll be playing out of the park, I guess.
I might play out of the park again. I don't know. I might take a night off from that because my team is about to fall apart now. I'm finally hitting the end of the contracts for all my big players.
Did you
Yeah,
trade them?
some of them. I mean, I still have Guerrero for at least one more year, and I might see about keeping him. But he's going to be 33 next season. But he's a DH, so he doesn't need to be that great, right? Age doesn't matter as much for a DH as long as he's still hitting pretty consistently. But yeah, no. So what happened is I was going into the playoffs for the last time that we won the World Series. So I went into the playoffs, and just the day before the playoffs, my ace pitcher gets injured for 13 months. Basically career over. Basically 13 months. He's already 33 years old. So I'm like, okay, I'm going into the playoffs without my ace. That's great. And so I rely on my second best pitcher to be my ace, and he actually does really, really well. He's a good pitcher in his own right. And we get all the way to the World Series, and I'm so excited, and we're about to play Game 7 of the World Series, and my new ace pitcher gets injured for 13 months. Yeah. I'm like, so he doesn't even get to pitch Game 7. And I'm like, oh shit, I have to put in my third pitcher. Anyways, my third string pitcher still won the game. How exciting. However, I lost my two best pitchers for 13 months each. One of them never recovered. The other one did. And came back to pitch again. All right, I just lost a scout, a really important scout too, to Tottenham. Give me one moment while I try to figure out if I have any other. Okay, no, I'm good. I had another scout on that assignment. When video games refuse to let you win. I mean, that's true. I mean, shit can happen. It can happen anytime. It's just really frustrating. Jacob, you didn't say anything about that yet.
Oh, you losing your player for 13 months?
Two of them. You missed the end of that,
Yeah.
didn't you?
You told me the story.
Oh. Oh.
You texted, you messaged it.
Oh,
to
yeah,
me.
I had to tell
I guess
somebody because I couldn't believe it.
that's why I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I
Sorry.
guess I forgot I told you. Now I remember. I had to tell somebody because I couldn't effing believe it. This is reality. What the hell, man? Lost my two best pitchers. Yeah, well, we haven't won a World Series since. So we won 3 in a row, though. Pretty good. Made the playoffs both years after that, but knocked out in the semis both times. So still pretty good as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I'm about to lose 7 regulars whose contracts are all expiring, and I'm not picking up options on some of them. And
You wanna know what's wild? Sorry to cut you off.
no, go ahead.
I've been, I've been playing that game since what, OTP 17? Let's see. Check my library.
On Steam? Oh yeah, no, I've got
Yeah,
the original
so
out of the
I
park.
have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 8 versions of the game,
Oh,
right?
oh.
I've only won the World Series once.
Ever?
Yes,
Wow.
ever.
Wow. Well, you usually take
Insane.
don't you usually take really challenging teams?
I don't get very far into saves.
Oh, that's probably another
I think
reason.
would be yeah, a
So you
reason.
usually start with a team like the Colorado Rockies, who were never a contender to begin with, and then only play a season or
Yes.
two. Yeah, that's why you never win the World Series. got to build them up. Like for me, it's not a big thing that I took over the Jays and made one or two moves, and after 2 seasons, we were winning the World Series because they're a contender now in real life. So that's what's exciting about playing them right now in the game. As one YouTuber says about FM, just beat me fair. Don't make my goalkeeper throw a ball in the net when they don't never do. Don't make my defenders give up stupid penalty when they never do, or a stupid red card or injury, just because match engine can't properly represent me getting beat by a bigger team. Part of it is the visualizations of what you see and what the match engine is doing is not always the same thing. And it's important to remember that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's hard to explain in a proper way. But yeah, I mean, some teams lose to other teams because of stupid shit like that. It's not as often as it happens in FM, potentially. If you understood how monumental it is to write match engine game code, this game is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. It is. Because so many things have to happen at a quick pace. It's not like a baseball game. Out of the Park's got one of the best, game engines for sports ever made, hands down, bar none. But it's baseball. It's also incremental, one play at a time, so it's so much easier. There's no passing or any of that. Yeah. Just let the better team simply beat me by using their superior skill and know-how. But they do. They do. I guess just doesn't visually represent it as well as it should. I don't know how to explain that properly, but that's why sometimes I say to people, if you get super frustrated with how what the game's looking at, just play an instant results save for a while. Get an instant results skin. Just pick your lineups, pick your tactics, and do instant results. And you'd be amazed how much more fun you might have rather than watching the games. Watching the games can be really frustrating. It can, because it doesn't look like real football most of the times. Things happen visually that don't happen that often in real football. And that's absolutely true. That part. Yeah. It's like I get what that YouTuber is saying.
How to get this away? It's just fine.
You still setting up your lineup?
I'm trying to figure out what to do with this defense, this midfield.
Your midfield. Oh, right
Yeah,
then. Did you make an adjustment?
I am.
Ooh, how exciting! Are you turning your AMC into a DM? No, that would be silly. Okay.
Yes,
That's how I managed to find new heights of success with your AGF team, though. I told you that. I took your tactic and I just moved your AMC into a DM, and now they beat big teams in Europe.
oh, wait, here we go. Here we go. We're getting somewhere, people.
It is looking better this year than it has in a while. Yeah, because they doubled the team of people that do the visual representation of the game. It did become a priority. I don't know if you knew, but just before FM22, there was a huge survey done, and they asked a lot of people who play the game to weigh in their feedback. And this was done at the behest of a lot of requests, mostly not just Miles, because you know how he is with requests. He's like, whatever, I'll just make it my game the way I want. But it did become a bit more of a priority to try to figure out what people actually wanted to have change and see in the game, and then it was sorted to the priorities that he wants. A better visual representation was one of the top things. One of the biggest things everybody wanted to see was a better visual representation. So that going forward is going to be one of the top priorities. Now it was a big priority for 24, which kicks ass, and it is a bit better. I've seen some things in this that I haven't seen in any other version. Like a bicycle kick from just outside the box. Drop Bear showed me that one. I was like, holy shit. From a wingback, and he scored. It was really nice. Stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's getting better, and it will get better still. And the team is growing, and that's encouraging. Adding more coding talent can't hurt it much, I don't think. You know,
Sorry about that.
what are you sorry about? Taking your time? What you got to do?
Now I have to do my subs.
Yeah, it's just a shame some things fell by the wayside that should have been more important. But like I've always thought, and this was one of my big suggestions, and it was backed by quite a few people. I've always thought there should be an in-game type engine where you can put your squad against another squad without having to book a friendly or any of this shit. Just a training pitch where you can, tweak your tactics and go onto a pitch and watch, how your tweaks change things. You know what I'm saying? Without actually having to play a game. A training pitch where you can see the changes in your tactics visually. That's something that I thought should be in the game. It didn't make the list. Not this time around anyways. Who knows in the future? I can't say. I thought that should be a thing. It didn't get picked up. What's some of the other ones? There's more. There's so much more. I should be in charge. I thanks. I'd love to, but at the same time, I don't have quite the coding skills to be able to, brief them on things. If my vote counted, you would be. I super appreciate that. I do. Unfortunately, I am in the same boat on some things with Miles, and I don't know if that would make other people agree with you or not. Because one of the top most requested things in this game is the ability to do something with the income you earn as a manager. FIFA Manager had that. It was such a useless feature. Like, what's the point? It's not The Sims, it's Football Manager. And that's one of the few times I've super agreed with him. Yeah, the number one most requested feature in Football Manager is the idea to do something with your manager's money. Like buy into the team or buy jets and planes and cars. That's all in FIFA Manager. You can get FIFA Manager 14, download it, and actually get a patch that makes it the current season. There's a bunch of fans who keep that game current. It's actually really good. It is a fun game for what it is, but that's a suggestion that I've just been like, I would never implement that. That's the number one most requested thing. A big one, a big one we had is we had some feedback from real managers. And a huge one was they had played this game and they said it's stupid that you can just you can throw in 3 tactics and they're all just static. That's all they have. These are your tactics. But most real life teams have 2 tactics in one. They have an offensive tactic and a defensive tactic. Even formations change based on whether or not they have the ball. You can't really emulate that in this game the way that they do. Like they've tried with inverted players here, and this. Oh my God, Peterson just had such a nice steal and scored. We were getting outplayed horribly by Arsenal until just that moment. Anyway, sorry, got sidetracked. But yeah, like real life managers have given the feedback that the tactics are so static, and that's just not terribly realistic. It isn't like it used to be where you could draw lines and stuff. They have been simplified from that because that's more real. But having one formation, no matter who has the ball, that's not how managers do things. Your formation can change. You've heard a lot of people talk about it. Okay, cool. Then I'll stop ranting about it. I need these guys to play a bit better. Awesome. Okay, they have 69% of the ball and we have a lead. Oh man, you know what? I'm starting to feel like
72% of the ball and we have a lead.
Oh, nice, dude. That's even better. And then you'd like to have more of the ball, I know, but my game's almost over.
Oh, my game's not even at halftime yet.
Yeah. Oh, FIFA Manager. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can get FIFA Manager 14. Get the real life patch. Try it out. It's just a different experience. Yeah, players play in different formations, offense versus defense. They absolutely do.
Oh, here we go, Toth.
I mean, one of the pieces of feedback, I don't know if anybody's going to allow me to say it, but I'm going to say it anyways. Whatever. They can tell me that it didn't happen and I don't give a fuck. But one of those was from Pep. Of all the people that you're going to take feedback from, probably want to listen to that guy. You know what I mean? But yeah, he was one of the people to say that it's a little too static. You know, you watch Manchester City; they don't have the same formation on defense that they do on offense. They don't. Players change where they got. That's well, I mean, it was more than just him. It was a ton of professional managers, but yeah, he was probably the biggest one that had anything to say. And it was during the period when there was a lot of feedback being done, and they reached out to big teams and said, "Hey, can anybody that on your team that plays the game give us feedback?" They wanted real footballers, real managers, real staff, anybody, just to give them any feedback. And yet, quite a few replied. Like a lot of players replied. There was some awesome feedback, and I think that that was really great that they did that. SI Games hired a really big company to do all this data collection, and they did interviews with certain people. I got to do an interview; it was really fun. Uh, they even gave me a free copy of the game for it. I was like, okay, that'll be like my third one. I'll give it to somebody. But I didn't tell them that. I didn't tell them I was already getting it for free. I was just like, I wanted to do it for the feedback. And we just scored a second goal. Oh my God, I was thinking this was going to be a tie. Okay. Time waste, time waste, time waste, you fools. I will praise you all. Okay, we did not get enough of the ball here, but the numbers favor Arsenal except for the one that matters. Right, Jacob?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
100%.
Speaking of Pep, do you think he's using Vardiel wrong? I don't know. I'm not going to presume to tell Pep what to do with his players, man. No way. I have no feedback on how he manages his team or his players. I assume he knows what he's doing at all times. And it should be a reasonable expectation. I mean, I don't even have opinions on how Klopp uses people. I don't. They're professional managers. I am not. It does. It does. Yeah, it's weird how some players can be so good in one place and not in another. But it also has a lot more to do with the league. Look at Sadio Mane. He's not as good over in Germany, which is funny but he's more of a physical player, right? And the physicality over there isn't a welcome thing. So he's taken a lot more fouls. But a player that comes from succeeding in Germany, the finesse style, they come over to the Premier League's a lot more physical, and some of them can't keep up with the physicality. It goes back and forth depending on the different leagues, right? Like some of the guys who are really good in Italy come to the Premier League, and it's a lot more fast-paced forward football, whereas Italy's more of the slower-paced. I don't want to say defensive, but definitely not as fast a pace of football in Italy. And I think that's what it is. I think a lot of it is the culture and the change between the styles of play in every country. And that's why some players do well in one place and not in another. Look at Lukaku in Italy compared to the Premier League, right? It's like night and day. He's an amazing scorer for in Italy.
That's true.
I
A
see.
youngster coming in on the free
I
kick.
see it. Good range. Love to see that go in. He launched it into orbit. It's, all right. Well, at least Wayne can throw that one back to us from the moon. I love his bit about living on Bezos's base in the moon whenever he's watching streams. It's pretty funny. Guillermo, nice. Good delivery.
Obu, have another cross. Low cross.
Oh, man,
Low
they got into
cross.
good position.
Have it.
Oh, yeah. That's a huge goal. That was your left back throwing one in for you.
Yep.
Oh, man. When they passed it back outside the box, I was like, no. But then I saw the angle he was at, and I'm like, okay, maybe. But yeah, look at that. That's a nice goal. That's beautiful. You wouldn't have seen that in FM23. Thought Guardiola had everything needed to succeed in the Premier League, and he still might. It might just be a little bit of time, patience. We'll see. It's hard to know. Some players take more time to get used to shit, but he also may just be moved on. We'll never know until we find out.
Wow, we shut out Newcastle.
You did 2-0, solid game, and look at the possession in the end.
I didn't even see it. We had more than 50% from what I saw.
Just 50-50 in the end. It ended at 50-50. Your game was a lot more impressive than mine. I also beat Arsenal 2-0 away from home. You said it was going to happen, so I think that's the only reason it did happen is because you said it would. But if I'm being honest, my goalkeeper was well, he was man of the match. 'Cause they did dominate us completely. It was a very dominant performance from Arsenal. So we got a little lucky on that one. That's good. Gives us a little cushion. Eventually it'll
Advantage.
oh, so I'm just gonna
Oh,
save once quick. I wonder if the City squad is getting pep fatigue. No matter how good a manager is, eventually you need a new voice. Just eventually. And that's why, the
oh,
average lifespan of successful managers is about 3 years. I don't think that's long enough. If my personal opinion is that a good manager should get 5, 6 years, depending on the rotation of the squad. If you're getting a lot of new players in, maybe a bit longer. If you take Ferguson, for example, he stayed for a very long time at a very successful team, but he also didn't have always the same core players for longer than 5, 6 years.
guess I should start watching the Premier League more since City's not running away with it.
Yeah, he moved guys on. That's right. So they never yeah, fresh players came in eager to listen to his message because he was a successful guy. I think City needs to do something similar with some of their players. They have actually had a bit of turnover, but they still have a lot of the same core. Did you say you're going to watch more Premier League since City's not running away with it? That's cool.
Yes. And you can save it again, I'm all set.
It's a lot more exciting when it's close. I do enjoy it a lot better this way. It doesn't mean City won't win. I still think they're a really big favorite to win the league again, but I like it better when it's close. City had more turnover this year than they've had in the past 8 years, which is pretty impressive. I'm not combined, but like seasonally. Yeah. All right. Well, we're done for today. Jake is a City fan. That's why I thought that I misheard what he said, but I didn't. I think he likes a close battle too. He's a City fan, but he's also a football fan in general. Even if you're a fan of the team winning, it does get boring to see the same team win all the time. Honestly, if Liverpool
Yeah.
won 5 titles in a row, I'd be like, it's not as exciting anymore. Although I'd be happy for
Which is which is why I've taken more of an interest in Rochdale, who's fighting to remain to survive,
them.
versus City, who's won the Champions League now, who's
There.
won how many Premier League since 2000 what 12, 13?
Hmm.
And Rochdale is can't pay their players,
They're
and
having a hard go.
I've yeah, so I've taken more of a keen interest in that.
Okay, so until next Monday, maybe we'll see. I'll be playing Football Manager no matter what. But if Jacob's around, next Monday will be the next time Football Manager is streamed on here. So until then, I know it's a long break. Try to live without it. If you need to, you can just message me on the Discord if you have me there. Otherwise, I do check whispers on Twitch from time to time. So have a good night, everyone.